ground, dust in your teeth. You trace every scar like a map underneath. Oh, ghosts in the smoke call out your name. You train for this moment, walk into the flame. Sharpen your steel, temper your shield, fasten your armor, the danger is real. No need to be scared, no time for fear. The danger is here, oh, you better be ready to fight. Breathe in your chest, can't start to shake. You steady your aim, let the doubt break. Brothers beside you, eyes are the stone. You're scared of the silence more than the unknown. Sharpen your steel, temper your shield, fasten your armor, the danger is real. No need to be scared, no time for fear. The danger is here, oh, you better be ready to fight. Helmets on the table, blood on the dome. You're still standing upright, so the training lives on. You turn from the battle, face the next light, sharpen your steel. You'll be ready to fight. It's the call. Can you hear the call? I know you hear the call. Yeah. We ready, we ready, bring it on. Let's go, we ready, yeah. Strapped and ready, you know it. 100-round drum for the newbies. Wow. Always ready for the Call of Duty. Tight, that grip on my palms. Tag on my chest, got a squad in my comms. Eyes on the map, every route, every spawn. We don't wait for the storm, we are the storm. Slide through smoke, red trace in the dark. Heartbeat up, but my aim stay sharp. Ping that mark, then we crash that door. If you came for a game, that movement better be on me. And you better pray, we're not in your lobby. We ready, we ready, bring it on. Let's go, we ready, yeah. Strapped and ready, you know it, 100-round drum for the newbies. Always ready for the Call of Duty. Plate up quick, hit it crunch in my ear. Enemies closing in, but my crew show no fear. Stim pack, stack another cluster in the bag. Once we lock in sight, whole lobby getting mad. Call to the right. Flashbang burst and it's lights out night. One team, one push, and we hold that line. When the last one falls, know the win stays mine. Who's still standing? Who's still locked in? Every loss just fuel every fight we win. From the lobby to the very end. Same code, same plan. If you hear that call, then you know where I am. We ready, we ready, we ready, we ready. Bring it on, let's go. We ready, strapped and ready. You know. 100-round drum for the newbies. Always ready for the call of duty. Following my lead, even when it's hard, ready to die, true heroes by far. I'll never let them down as long as I'm breathing. Don't care about the odds, I'm not leaving. Tell them Chief coming. Oh no, oh no. Tell them Chief coming. Oh no, oh no. Long as there is air in my lungs, I won't stop until the job is done. So go out there and tell them Chief coming.
Yeah. Just touched down on the planet. Yeah. Air hostile, but I managed. Yeah. Vasco sitting outside my ship, riding with a shorty named Janet. Yeah. She keeps telling me these stories about what they call banish. Yeah. Some shit about a dude named Chief. To me it just sounds like panic. I'm just hearing the stars. the field, trying to make it in a star field. In the field, yeah, I'm just a neon red, a new Atlantis feel, hoping to make my name in Starfield. I look at her like, come on, focus. Resources is what we need. I'll go mine that aluminum, yeah. You can go grab them seeds. Couple more minerals here, and we'll leave as expected, yeah. Right before I hear Vasco say, Captain, enemies detected, yeah. I'm just here in the star field, in the field, trying to make it in Starfield. In the field, I'm just a neon red, a new Atlantis feel, hoping to make my name in Starfield. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm just here in Starfield, in the field, trying to make it in Starfield. I'm just a neon, a new Atlantis, hoping to make my name in Starfield. Yeah, I'm just here in Starfield, in the field, trying to make it in. Trying to make it in. Yeah. Trying to make it in Starfield.
La 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 la. Skirt in the lobby, neon on the dash, name up on the bracket. Ready, set, flat. We like it fast, we don't know how to slow down. We like it fast, you know how it's gonna go down. We like it fast to the metal, always full throttle. When I pull up on ya, I'm welcoming you to my Forza world, heating the ties when we turn that curve. We like it fast, we don't know how to slow down. We like it fast, you know how it's gonna go down. Digital city, checkpoints glow, you're my mirror, get it close. Late apex on every turn, brake lights flash, feel the burn. Turbo heart in my chest, crowd the past, I'm obsessed. Every lap another dare, if you're beside me better beware. Yeah. We like it fast, we don't know how to slow down. We like it fast, you know how it's gonna go down. We like it fast to the metal, always full throttle. When I pull up on ya, I'ma welcome you to my Forza world, heating the ties when we turn. We like it fast, we don't know how to slow down. We like it fast, you know how it's gonna go down. Last lap, white flag, do you feel that drag? Side by side, too close, who lets off, who chokes? We like it fast, we don't know how to slow down. We like it fast, you know how it's gonna go down. We like it fast, to the metal, always full throttle. When I pull up on ya, I'ma welcome you to my Forza world, heating the ties when we turn that curve.
Do, 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 do. So do we do when the world is on our shoulders? What do we do when we're running out of time? So and my shield, a bow strapped to my shoulder. My friends, they're with me as we walk into the night. Ooh. Boots in the dust, map curled in my pocket. Laugh through the fear, we've heard this tale locked on. Every step forward feels closer to something more. Do we do when the world is on our shoulders? Do we do? What do we do when we're running out of time? Sword and my shield, my shield. A bow strapped to my shoulder. The shoulder, my friends. They're with me as we walk into the night. So do we do when the world is on our shoulders? What do we do when we're running out of time? Sword and my shield, my shield. A bow strapped to my shoulder. Shoulder, my friends, my friends. They're with me as we walk into the night. Aim down sight, you know what we doing. You know what we doing, what we doing. Aim down sight, you know what we doing. You know what we doing, you know what we doing. Aim down sight, what we doing. You know what we doing, what we doing. What we aim down sight. What we doing, what we doing. What we doing, what we doing. We aim down sight. Only podcast you ever need for all your gaming and your techniques. Is it AI or is it Lyriic? We don't know. 1000% accuracy for sure. She's a hostess with the most. And you know it. Mute Panda if you know this. Always hot and never mild. Wouldn't be Nero if it wasn't wild. Get your snacks, favorite chair. It's a go.
Sit back, just relax and enjoy the show.
I said, get your snacks, favorite chair. It's a go.
Sit back, just relax and enjoy the show.
Aim down sight, you know what we doing. You know what we doing, what we doing. Aim down sight, you know what we doing. What we doing, what we doing. Aim down sight, what we doing. What we doing, what we doing. What we aim down sight. What we doing, what we doing, what we doing, what we doing. We aim down sight. Eddie, 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 aim down sight, aim down sight, aim down sight. What we doing? You know what we doing, what we doing. What we aim down sight. What we doing, what we doing. We aim down sight. So sit back, relax and enjoy the show. Aim down sight. Aim down sight.
Hello. Welcome to, what are we? Episode 87 of Aim Down Sights. This week's episode where we have NextGenNero and Lyriic joining as per usual because they're fantastic co-hosts and I love them. But I only say that to them over the podcast. Behind scenes, I trash talk them all the time. No, I'm kidding.
She's not kidding.
Oh, yeah, she's not kidding. She's an asshole when she's off camera. And I'm kidding. All right. We're going to do our intros to find out what has everyone been up to, what has everyone been playing, and throwing that to everyone in the chat. What have you all been playing? What have you all been up to? Yeah, it's been a pretty full-on week, I think. And I'm going to kick it off with Nero. How have you been?
Man.
What have you been playing? And it's always good to hear your voice.
I've been all right, man. Just managing in this crazy world like everyone else, man. But really been enjoying gaming. Today specifically, man, I knocked out one of my final tasks and goals in marathon for the season. Fought the compiler. That boss fight was crazy. It was intense, mad aura. Man, I'm happy I was able to do it. We actually failed a few times, man, but man, Bungie be cooking, man, when they do it right. So I'm really excited for season 2 coming next week, next Tuesday. So that was a huge task, man. You get a fire skin from beating the compiler. So being able to get that from one of my main characters with Thief, man, it make me want to do it again, get back in there. What else, man? I've been playing a bit of Control, Ultimate Edition, replaying that, trying to get ready for the new Control that's coming out. But man, shout out to physical gaming and going into GameStop because I was able to come up on a lot of new games for like $50, man, from trading in old games. I ended up trading in Cyros after I finished that, reviewed it, great game, recommend it. I traded in a couple of my Switch games that I ended up finishing, and that's it. I think I traded in another PlayStation game that I wasn't interested in playing anymore, and I walked out with Yoshi the Mysterious Book.
Oh,
Directive
yes.
2020.
Which you've been telling me you've been
And
loving.
It's great, yo. It's really good. And I walked out with Lego Batman, which is also awesome. For
The new
$50,
one? The new
man.
one? The new one?
The new one.
Oh, I hate you so
All
much
that-
right
all
now.
that from
I really
trading-
want to
all that
grab
from
it.
trading in.
I
All
really
that
want to
from
grab
trading
it.
in. Panda, I don't think I will ever go back to only being a digital gamer. Digital has its perks. It really does. But I think about all the games that I played, I finished that I just don't really care about having going forward, that I could just trade in, even if it's 10, 15, $14.
We don't have that option here in New Zealand anymore, which is kind of disappointing.
Oh, that
Indie
sucks.
games where you would do all your game trading is gone.
That sucks. You know,
Yeah, it
us
does
in the
suck.
States, we give GameStop a lot of flack, which we should, because GameStop be on a lot of bullshit, but I still get a lot of joy. I'm one of them. I'll be guilty. That is my pleasure. I'm not even guilty. I just love going into GameStop, chatting
That
with
was
other
my thing.
gamers, because everyone in here, we're all talking about the same thing. We're
I
all here
loved
for
it
the same
too.
thing.
I miss
Gaming.
it. I miss it. You go find your
Yeah,
people
so
and you're just like, yeah.
Yep. So you know, now it's like, yo, if I platinum Lego Batman, I can go trade that in later if I want to get you know, the next Switch games, Platoon Raiders or something like that. So that's kind of my new loop. The games that I really vibe with and stick with me that got like, you know, deep emotional value, I'll definitely keep. But I think about the digital games I finished that just didn't really click with. Like I would definitely love to trade in AC Shadows. I don't care if I
Yeah.
only get $10, $12 for that. I got the platinum for it. It was cool. And most of these games, especially some of Sony first party games, like Nintendo games, I'm kind of more slow to trade. Like I'm probably not gonna trade in none of their first party games personally. But as far as Sony games, like when I had got Horizon Zero Dawn remastered, that shit eventually ended up coming to PS Plus. So I already had finished it, so I traded the disc in. Got like $15 for it. It's like, why not? It's already in their subscription that they went up on the price on that we'll talk about later. But on Xbox, man, if you sub to Game Pass, I got a few shout outs that I think people should check out. Luna Abyss is really dope. Recommend people check that out. And everybody know about Hades. Go check out Hades 2. And been playing a good bit of Forza. Masterpiece of a game. Deserves all the accolades it has gotten. Check out the review here on the channel. I posted about it a couple days ago. Me and Panda was just talking about it. I finished the Lord of Hatred DLC for Diablo 4.
Yep.
Great. Yo, Blizzard, man, they be cooking, yo. I'm not gonna lie, yo. I'm a Diablo guy. I've been a Diablo guy. I got the platinum earlier this year. Just a fire ass game. I was kind of disappointed in the Vessel of Hatred DLC prior to this. I thought it could have been better. I did love the class though, Panda. The
Yeah.
Spiritborn class is amazing. I love the class, but I thought the story was kind of lackluster because That's one thing I think people slept on the base Diablo game about. Yo, the cutscenes, the storytelling in that game is really fucking well done. So if you give me more of that, I'm always gonna be there. Lord of Hatred was more of that, and it concluded a lot of stories and loose ends and stuff like that. And I hope we do continue to get another expansion at least. I started playing Diablo 3 on the Switch 2. Very dope game. Very very fun. I see why Panda loved it and put so much time into it, and still be playing it until this day when she can. Sometimes, it's
Mm-hmm.
fire, yo. So I started on the Switch too. I started with the monk class. I'm like,
Oh
yo, this
yeah.
is heat. I'm like, I'm liking this.
Go
But
into the
then,
settings and adjust some things like so you can put any
mm,
skill anywhere. Because
mm,
usually when it's first set up, each button will only have like 5 skills you can attach to it, and you can switch it so you can put any skill on any button. So you could do two of one skill type if you prefer that. So it's quite a helpful way
oh,
to
that's
like
dope.
just yeah, yeah.
That's dope. But I
It's
can see
pretty good.
myself putting a lot of time into it. On Xbox, I downloaded it via Game Pass, um,
Yeah, once you
and
complete the
I
story,
started a witch doctor there.
you open up adventure mode, and basically adventure mode is just like the seasonal stuff where you can just
Okay.
go around and like um run like Nephilim rifts,
Mm.
and you can run and go get all these different chests and stuff, and like just it's got seasonal challenges in it as well and everything. It's a fucking fire. I loved Diablo 3. I think it has a better like gameplay loop for keeping you engaged. But I haven't actually finished playing the in-game stuff in the new expansion for Diablo 4 yet. For the war
Yeah, man,
games.
they cook. Now I did. I am. Now I'm gonna be honest, Blizzard. You know, I really appreciate what y'all got going on, but I'm also disappointed in y'all. Where the fuck is Diablo 4 for the Switch 2? Where is the Switch 2 update for Diablo 3? That is a beautiful game on the Switch. That deserves an update, though. I don't know. I don't. I mean, it looks good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining, but it deserves an update. Take advantage of the capabilities. Diablo 2
Agreed.
looks good too, but that also needs a Switch 2 update. And not only that, it's a bug on Diablo 2 where playing through the handheld, the speaker is extremely low. You cannot hear anything.
Oh
So
shit.
that's what made me actually start playing Diablo 3 first. So if they can fix
Mm.
those, give those proper updates and stuff like that, and definitely bring over 4. And not only bring over 4, give 4 an offline mode on all platforms. Like I think I think that should be a thing. Like I don't know. I feel like it's long overdue that Diablo 4 shouldn't require on the internet. Or at least get to the point where maybe just once a month or something like that. Once you get it, I don't know how they would do it, but those few updates. But that's all I've been playing, man. Once again, shout out to Forza. Been
Mm.
enjoying that, man. Really really
That game
good
is
game.
so good.
Gorgeous. What y'all been up to though? What you been playing,
Lyric.
Larry? What you been getting into?
So first of all, I want to say that I'm glad that we're back this week. You know what I'm saying? I missed this whole thing. Chad, I'll let y'all know that I'm not on the best part of the scale when it comes to health wise today. Don't feel too well, but we're gonna push through it. However, however, I've been playing. I've been playing a lot of Echo Generation too. If y'all haven't checked that out, that came out
How
on
do you
Proper
compare it to
Game.
the first game?
I actually like it a lot better. The first
Oh.
one I enjoyed. I think the changes that they made was just the right changes. If y'all played the
Mm.
first one, it's just basically like your quintessential like turn-based RPG game or whatnot. But in this one, they added like the deck building thing, so it's still a turn-based RPG, but you're building the deck of your attacks and stuff like that, kind of like one of those, almost like a roguelike, so to speak. The deck building roguelikes, but yeah, it's definitely a lot more fun with the deck building part. You have to you go around finding cards as you're going through the story or whatnot, and you're building this deck on to base it around however you want to build your character or whatnot. And I think they took a little page out of I can't remember the other game. But the like all the stories are in chapters, and you can play each chapter in any order you want to, and
Mm.
then different characters per each chapter or whatnot. So,
Oh,
but
okay.
they're all one cohesive story. but you can play them out of whatever order you want to. But yeah, that game has taken most of my time for the most part when I am on the game. Was playing Escape the Backrooms with my son the other day. That's a pretty fun little game. It's creepy as hell. If y'all want something to on a little bit on the horror side, it's just
Yeah.
basically like a escape room. It's like intertwined escape rooms, but there's always some kind of like entity in each one of them that's trying to kill you at the same time. So you have the franticness of trying to get away from that creature while trying to figure out the puzzles to get out that room. And it gives you kind of like the vibe of like Alien Isolation if they put it in the escape room.
Oh yeah.
Uh, but yeah, that's pretty much the two games I've been playing the most. Uh, I haven't been gaming as much as I wanted to, but definitely those two have been. I definitely highly recommend Echo Generation 2 if y'all have a chance to
Well, how
check
much
it. Oh, also
later is it
Forza, of
set?
course.
How much later is it set?
How much what? I'm sorry.
Later is it set?
Um,
You know, because like obviously
I,
when you're
it's
playing
a
the
whole.
first
I think it's a
game.
whole different universe in itself.
Oh,
'Cause I haven't seen none of the characters. I ain't seen none of them kids from the first one.
oh,
um, and it's pretty cool. Like the cast of characters is like wildly diverse. Like you literally, one of the characters is like a zombie that you play. And then you have like a dad with his two kids, and one of the kids is like literally in diapers, but has blades. So it's pretty fun. And of course, Forza is definitely up there. I'm one of the people that does mainly street races and rides around just for the hell of riding around. So I have so much stuff I have not done, but I've done so much at the same time. So
yeah.
yeah, that's been my gaming acumen for the last week or two. How about you, Panda? What you been up to?
I was playing through Call of the Gods, so that is the sequel to Call of the Sea. It felt like a shorter
Hmm.
game. Like I feel like the first game was longer. Maybe I'm going crazy. Does anyone else who's played it, like I think Be More Gamer, you said you had played it. Does anyone else feel like it is shorter? It didn't take as long to go. I do need to go back and just get all the achievements. That's probably what I'm going to do today after the show, is go get all the achievements for that game.
Hey,
But I enjoyed it. The story was quite interesting, and it's a puzzle game. Like if you enjoy like figuring out stuff and puzzles and things like that, then that's a game for you. And I really enjoyed the first game. I completed that to 100%. And I really enjoyed this one. And as soon as I saw it was out in Game Pass, I was like, you know what? I'm going to play that. It'll be a short experience. And then I've been playing, and I say playing very, very sparingly. I've been playing Forza Horizon 6, but it's a beautiful game. And it's Forza. So, like, the Horizon series
sell
is,
your soul to Japan.
yeah, I just love it. I just love it.
It's by far one of the best games
And
to
one of the first
drop.
things I usually do when I play it is I go and drive every road.
Beautiful.
Because then
Yeah, that's fun to do.
you're driving out there, if you've got an itch for driving, go
Yeah,
for it. And then I'll go through and do the story with the racing and things like that. But yeah,
it's a
fucking love
beautiful game. Yo, Reese, man.
gorgeous.
Yeah, my bad. 007 is a banger, yo. Definitely recommend that. Fire. Nothing else to say. It's heat so far,
I
man.
want to play it. I've heard good things, but my next game that I really, really want to play is Batman. I love the
That's
Lego
fire
Batman
too.
games. The
That
only
hey,
game that
this
I,
joint.
because I completed Lego Batman 2 to 100%, like got all
Mm,
the achievements. Didn't do number 1 to 100%. I was going through, but then I ran into a glitch on one of the levels, and I was so pissed off because there's no patch for it that I would have to go through and redo it all. And I was like, ah, because I'd gone through the whole stage, and then I was going back through to get all the collectibles, just to get all the achievements. And I was really annoyed 'cause I couldn't unlock this specific character because it was the level had a bug in it, and I was like, "Well, that's a pain in the ass." And then Lego Batman 3 was insane, fun, but I think this one's going to take the cake. Number 2 was my favorite out of the Lego Batman series, but I'm really excited for this one. Everyone's
Funny
been like
enough,
talking about it. I'm like so jealous.
it's
Ah.
really good. I never could really vibe with Lego games growing up. Like I would watch my brothers play them. I remember it was the Lego Indiana Jones. I always wanted to
Yep.
play the Star Wars ones and stuff. But I
Oh
didn't
yeah.
realize no Lego game had voice acting until this one. And I'm really grateful for that because I don't want the little just
Oh,
having to
when was
read and the little weird noises and stuff like that. This
the
is fine.
first game? I feel like it was recently. Was it Lego Batman 3? One of those games had voice acting. All of them did not, though. Yeah.
What, outside of cutscenes or in
No. Even in the original games, if you go back and look at the original games with the cutscenes, they're not talking.
Oh, that's crazy.
There's no
know that.
talking. There's no voice
One of the
acting in it.
reviews
It
I watched
only
for
it
it.
only showed up in some of the later, more recent Lego games. Are you actually seeing any voice acting done in them? But yeah, I completed the original Star Wars, the complete edition, like that, the original Star Wars Lego Saga, which is massive. If you know, you know. Like completed that because there's these little like mini kits that you have to collect, and so there's white ones, and there's like 10 in every stage or something, and and that's the normal thing. But in this one, you had to go back and replay the level to get these blue mini kits because they only became available to you once you collected all the white mini kits. And none of the other Star Wars none of the other Lego games had that in there. So it was an extra. I spent so much time in that game; it wasn't even funny. Did Lego Indiana Jones? Loved it. Lego, what is it? Harry Potter. Both games, the first Lego Lord of the Rings.
Oh, Lego Harry Potter. I remember one of those. Yeah, I think I played a little
Lego
bit
Harry
of
Potter
it
was actually pretty
way
good.
back in the day.
Lego Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings. I don't think they did one game on that. And then I played Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, and that was actually really good. Surprisingly so. But yeah, been playing that, and then yeah, Forza Horizon is where I'm at. But I introduced my girlfriend Chat to Forza Horizon, so she had a little bit of a play on it. Introduced her
did the same.
to Clear Obscure Expedition 33.
Snooze. Did she fall asleep?
Nero, fuck off.
She didn't fall asleep. My, she really loves you. She's putting on her
You
front.
enjoyed the
Yo,
game.
that's a
Stop
keeper, yo.
lying. Stop lying.
It was all right, I guess. It was all right.
Yes. I love you, Nero. But yeah, but introduced her to Mass Effect, and now all I want to do is play Mass Effect. Like, fuck, it's one of those games where like someone else is playing, and you're like, oh, I love it so much, I want to play it now. So
I just love a good sci-fi game.
yeah, I do. That's why I really, really want to play The Expanse when that comes out. That is going to be, I think, scratch my Mass Effect itch that I have. Yeah. Yawn, Reese. Please don't get on that bandwagon with Nero. But yeah, I've been
knows what's
good.
going
I've been very busy. We've started a new training induction, so I am busy doing that. And so by the time I get home, I'm pretty exhausted. But yeah, I'm just living my best life. Yeah, that's kind of me. Playing Ball Pit X. It got an update. Oh, there you go.
That is fire. Great game. Gotta
It's
get
about
back
3
to
hours.
that.
I'm only on chapter 3. Yeah, there's not many chapters. Be More Gamer. And there was like a couple of puzzles that stumped me, and so I really had to go like dig deep. Yeah. All right. Well, we want to crack into something. One of
Yeah,
the saddest topics. We're going to start the show with a sad topic.
Not a good topic at all.
It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart.
I'll let you guys go and I'll
Yeah.
save my thoughts for last.
Well, if you've been living under a rock, and let's hope you haven't been living under a rock unless you're Patrick Star from SpongeBob SquarePants, you may not have been aware that Fable has been confirmed to be delayed till February 2027. So it's not coming out this year for Xbox's 25th anniversary, which I am excessively disappointed because Fable is the whole reason I am an Xbox gamer. I'm just glad we get to play it, but I blame them releasing this game for PlayStation for it being delayed this much, and then I also blame GTA 5, GTA 6. But also, like, there are people out in this world who don't care for GTA 6 and would rather play this. So I'm really disappointed that we aren't going to get...
Facts, Panda. Thank you.
Get it? Yeah.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah. I'm more interested in this than I was in GTA 6. But we get to see an update in June, which I guess is some constellation prize in some form or another. This was my most anticipated game of the year, was the new Fable. I'm so disappointed. It's been delayed. It's not the end of the world. Delays happen, but like, this is what I've been waiting for. This is what I've been waiting for.
Just tag me in. Yo, Lyric not feeling the rest. Lyric, rest that voice.
Look. Let me get my. I'm gonna get my little one piece off because I ain't got much
get it off. Get it off.
I'm gonna let you go ahead and do it. I know Nero finna really get into it, and most of his sentiments is gonna probably be mine anyway. But one thing I am gonna point out is that what makes this more one of the biggest disappointing thing to me. I'm so tongue tied today. Is that they promised the game a quarter thing. So where does that leave us when you take one away? That was the whole premise. The whole point was we were supposed to get a big title from their first party every once a quarter. That would make 4 big titles a year. So if you erase Fable from that equation, which is clearly one of those, then what? That means you did not deliver on that promise for the year, and that's not a good look, in my opinion, when you're selling on that. And that's one of the biggest things that kept me still locked into the Game Pass thing, outside of other things. But it's just that's a nice part of the value, is that you're getting those blockbuster, at least the big blockbuster games a year, and you take one of them away, arguably one of the more anticipated ones, because it's a franchise that hasn't had a game in a long time. And to your point,
this generation or last generation.
Exactly. And to your point, there are people that are looking forward to Fable over all those games they named. Every single one of them. So, like, why would you take that away just because of a release window when two of those games that you named in a release window ain't even, like, really your games? Like, 3 of them, actually. So, like, why are you taking your game? Why are you taking the time to move your game away when, you know what I'm saying, it could stand next to it? It's Fable at the end. I don't think it would have had no problem. I get it, trying to give it its own shine, having its own time. But that's with the thought process that there won't be nothing coming out around February next year. We don't know what's going to happen, and we don't know what's going to be announced in the next couple of months. So what happens if another big game gets announced that might be coming out that time, or whatever the case may be? But anyway, that was just my thing. The 4 games and you take one away, then that takes the whole premise or the whole thing that you put out there as one of the biggest draws for having Game Pass. But go ahead, Nero. Go ahead and lock it in right there.
I want to say, man, great points by both of my co-hosts. Panda, you cooked with your point, and I know Fable means a lot to you. You're a huge fan. I've been saying that since I met you and the podcast started. And Lyric, man, I know we was huge advocates of Game Pass and Xbox, and you know, we talked about this 4 thing, this each game a quarter thing multiple times. Man, I just want to say, I don't want to isolate any of the fans or people that fooled me. I got a lot of Xbox supporters, PlayStation, Nintendo. I'm embracing. I love whatever you love and make you happy. Wherever you game, I don't judge. If you go on a Series S, a Pro, a X, a PC, a Switch, it don't matter. We're all gamers. We all do this hobby together. So I don't want to isolate anybody, especially my Xbox gamers, because there's a lot of people that defends this and try to justify it and try to make it seem like it's okay. All right, I'm cool. You just heard people that really love the franchise from Panda. You heard Lyric, who's a huge Game Pass advocate, state his disappointment. Xbox is the most cowardly gaming company I have ever witnessed. They are cucks. They are embarrassing. This comes from a diehard fan. They are embarrassing. It is no saving grace at this point in my eyes. You can blame Phil, you can blame Sarah, you can use Asha Sharma as the new scapegoat, which I believe is now just an AI ran account. Honestly, she's just co-pilot probably at this point, which I'll get into. This is embarrassing. They should be ashamed of themselves. This is not the first time they have done this. They've done it with Avowed.
To be fair,
Around
Val
the time
needed
Black
a
Ops
delay.
6
It
was
needed an
dropping.
extra delay on top of
It
that.
did not. It did not need a delay. It is the most polished UE5 game out there. One of the most polished UE5 games, and I believe it was going to be in that state, whether it launched when it was supposed to launch, or when it did launch. I don't want to hear that, because that is embarrassing. And they did it because of Black Ops 6. Not everybody gives a fuck about Call of Duty. You're gonna get into Modern Warfare new trailer.
100%.
Modern Warfare, that's new trailer looking good. Call me a sellout. We're gonna talk about it later. But they done it with Avowed, so they have a track record of doing this. This entire generation from Xbox. I need people to focus on Xbox. This is what you idiots do, right? Who make it worse. The non-stop defenders. I was listening to my homie Demo. Shout out Demo. I got to get back to his, but I was listening to his podcast yesterday. He was echoing a lot of the same points I have. This console war nonsense has to stop. This shit has to stop, because you only get the short end of the stick. I'm gonna tell you why Fable being delayed sucks for every fucking body around the board. First of all, it lets the fucking foot off the neck of Sony a little bit. I am a PS5 Pro owner. I love this console. It is great. I enjoyed Saros this year. It was fire. I probably enjoyed it more than the next person. I thought the gameplay was a lot of improvements from Returnal. I give it a 9 out of 10. I thought the story was a step back though. Right? I love Saros. Now what do I have to look forward to? Fucking Wolverine in September. That is it. That is it from Sony this year. Now we go over to Nintendo. Shout out to Nintendo. And people can call me what you want. I don't give a fuck. I'm a gamer first and foremost. Nintendo is giving a good game damn near every fucking month this year. They have put belt to ass to Sony. Fuck talking about Microsoft. To Sony. In Japan, they're putting belt to ass to Sony. And on the software side, they're putting belt to ass. They have a lot of variety. They have something dropping damn near every month. It was Yoshi in a Mysterious Book in May. That is fire. You got the Star Fox remake coming in June. And then in July you got Splatoon Raiders. And then you got the rumored Zelda remake that's possibly coming. You got Pocopia that dropped. You got the Tamachi Life of it, whatever. That, like, what the fuck are we doing here? Sony, this exposed Sony, and PlayStation fans should want this too, because it exposed Sony for putting out a lackluster, dry amount of content. And Xbox, I'm sorry, I don't know who needs to hear this. I hope this gets to you guys. Don't have the audacity of you guys to say we're delaying because of busy launch schedule. You guys don't fucking have it like that. Y'all are not fucking PlayStation. Y'all are not Nintendo. Y'all have not put out critically acclaimed games this whole fucking gen. And I love Starfield. I fuck with the games they have put out this gen. This has been a generation of delays. To start the generation, Halo Infinite was supposed to launch with the Series X. It was delayed a fucking year. It looked like shit, to the point where Digital Foundry and every other technical person had to call it out. Look, at Xbox One game looked like shit. That was a delay. Starfield got delayed. All right, cool. It's Bethesda. Still came. We had to deal with 30 FPS day one on a big monster Series X. But when it got to PlayStation, guess what? It's more optimized, 60. Same thing with Hellblade. We had to deal with 30. Then it go to PlayStation 60. So, like I said, Xbox are cucks. They're treating their fans like cucks. And the fans that, I understand now that the prices is high everywhere. I'm sorry, it's tough for everybody. So if you did, you just got to thug it out. Hope that Helix come, and Helix is an entry price you can get in. But if that's all you play, I'm sorry, you are missing out. If you one of them Xbox persons, I'm sorry, if you one of them people who just willingly sit back and neglect the Nintendo games, who are great games. Shout out to Panda for telling me years to go get a Switch and recommending great games.
Finally.
If you're missing out on the bare bones games that PlayStation is putting out, I'm sorry, Yote is a banger. Death Stranding 2 is a banger. I know that's on PC now, but Saros is a great game, and I'm sure Wolverine is going to be heat. Why the fuck are we neglecting ourselves of games? To be loyal to these fucking corporations who don't give a fuck about us. We are gamers. Like Panda said, it is millions of people who don't give a fuck about GTA, who might have just been super excited for Fable. And remind you, that was announced for 2025. That got delayed that year. Last year, it got delayed literally a week ago. If you go to Club Brill, shout out to Club Brill, because he be calling out the bullshit too. If you go to the Xbox community is fed up. We're fed up. Now, you flip-flopping bitches out there You cowards that go with the fucking flow with whatever Xbox do. If it go up to 30, you defend it. Well, technically the value is still good, or whatever the fuck they do with the Series X is more than the PS5 Pro. But haha, now look at the Pros went up to 1,000. You guys are part of the fucking problem. All right, so I don't really care for their opinions, because the people that are okay with Fable being delayed are the same people that got 3-4 hours in Forza and it's been out for a week. They don't even play the fucking games that we are getting. So respectfully, I don't give a fuck about what they thinking about. And Xbox alone, this is the 25th year of Xbox. These are the pillars of what made your fan base what it is. Halo, Gears, Fable, and Forza. These are iconic franchises. Why would you not drop in September? Are you scared of fucking Wolverine? A game that's on one fucking platform, you fucking coward cuck of a fucking company? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You're scared of fucking Wolverine. Fable is going to be on a PS5. You've seen multiple times that your games sell well on PlayStation anyway. Why not walk in a trap and take over their trap? Why? Because you're fucking soft. You're a coward. They're a coward. They don't want competition. They want fucking money. Nintendo want competition and money. That's why they would never sell out and put fucking Mario on PC. PlayStation want fucking competition and money and profits. That's where they're saying, fuck you, come to our ecosystem to play fucking our single player games. You can have the multiplayer shit. Shame on Xbox. As a day one fan, I'm extremely disappointed in them. Everybody has their right to feel however they feel, but this is just embarrassing, man. And it has happened multiple times. If this is a one-off thing, right? Or even if they say, hey, we need more time to optimize Fable, I would not be having this energy right now. The same way with Avowed. You know how you said, Panda, you said Avowed needed the time? No, it didn't, because they didn't say it needed the time. They said busy launch windows. If they would come out and say, hey, we need more time for optimization, how can I get mad at that? I won't get mad at that. I would still be mad, because it's like, yo, at some point, what the fuck, all this money, all
I don't
this
think we would have got
studios.
60 FPS if it launched when it was originally meant to launch on Avowed. So I think we got 60 as a
That's
result
more so
of
the incompetence of the devs. Let me get on that too. This is why Xbox is another clown fest. They sold those on this Tower of Power, beefy monster. Thank God they're just now updating achievements and shit like that. The bare fucking minimum at the end of the generation, right? The bare fucking minimum. I tip my hat to it, but guys, let's be honest. It's the bare fucking minimum. The generation is almost up. A generation full of lies and layoffs and fucking cancellations and just delays. Okay, so got this Tower of Power. How many games launched on PlayStation 5 from Sony that was locked to 30 FPS? You won't fucking find them. Whether it's Spider-Man, whether it's Ratchet and Clank, they took and it's less powerful than what the fuck we got over here. So why do every fucking game we get launch at the bare peasant minimum of 30 frames per second, this whole gen? And people sat there and ate that shit up.
Yes,
Myself included.
Only a PlayStation fan who's only plays on PlayStation, they will say that the Series S is the reason, because it's holding gaming back.
Maybe it is. Why the fuck did the Series X only fucking run Redfall at 30 FPS day one? What the fuck? It got to be something. So maybe it is the Series S. Maybe that is the problem. I don't know. I don't. It's something. Why
We
the
can
fuck is all
speculate.
Series X people suffering the whole gen? And then the slap in the face is every time we got 60, the ops got our shit too. Every time we sat around and waited a fucking year to get 60 frames, guess what? The game was going to fucking PlayStation. Conveniently, day one for them motherfuckers, they get the best version. That's cuck behavior, man. The fans is watching our games get fucked by PS5 pros. Forza is looking to Forza on the Series X right now, and I said it in the review. People mistake me. They're like, "Oh, Nero console warrior." Yo, eat a dick. Respectfully, I'm a fucking gamer. I always have been a gamer. I can have my preferences, and my preferences may change generation by generation, year by year, based on what the fuck have you done for me
Week by week.
week by fucking week. What have you done?
Hey, if
for
y'all
me
enjoying
lately?
this
What have you doing
this
in the
What
rant,
have you done for me
hit that like
lately?
button.
You know what I'm saying? What have you done for me lately? I don't owe Microsoft shit. I don't owe Nintendo nothing. I appreciate them for helping me through dark times, helping me with stress, and just being an all-around great hobby, the same way I appreciate football and shit, but I don't owe the Buffalo Bills shit. They're not putting no fucking money in my pocket or food on my table. So why would I neglect myself of what the next company might be doing better this gen or next gen? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. But Xbox is just embarrassing from top to bottom. It's been this way. You know, we're going to continue to go in because Xbox also announced, like, hey, we're going to continue to show logos at our... You can go to the next one, Panda. The one about...
All right, yeah, I'll bring it up.
Yep, take your time. They talking about they're still gonna show PlayStation logos at Xbox showcases. Once again, coward behavior. CCB. That's the new name for Xbox, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Jesus, like Lord, you cannot be kidding me, right? And people want to say, oh well, it's just transparency, right? It's just I would like to know where everything goes. Shut the fuck up. No real Xbox fan should feel that way, and no real Xbox fan do feel that way. Why the fuck, if you only game on Series X, would you want to see a PS5 logo at our dedicated show? You dudes are idiots. Anybody that defend this, I'm sorry, you're an idiot, yo. Debate me, because a lot of these dudes don't even fucking game enough. I'm about to start standing on business. Debate me. Let's take a scroll down y'all gamer tags. You guys do not game more than anybody on this panel right here. Even on Lyric Sick Days, even on Panda, whatever the fuck. You guys just fucking talkers, yo, chatters. Y'all the reason the brand is where it's at. Defending this incompetent behavior. Now I'm gonna tell you why this is cowardly cuck behavior from Xbox, right? I watch every Sony State of Play for about the last 3 to 4 years. Every Sony State of Play I watch. You know how many fucking multi-plat games Sony showed and showcased and even was announced at State of Plays? Dozens. By the 10s, by the 20s, by just many games that was launching day one on Xbox, PC, and every fucking where, Switch included. You know how many fucking Xbox logos you seen? How many Switch logos or PC logos you seen? Fucking zero. Because why the fuck would I freely advertise for the opposition? You guys are we are not friends. We are trying to compete for people time. Didn't they say they competing with TikTok? They competing with each other as well. I wake up, I got 24 hours. Am I going to go play mid-ass fucking Outer Worlds 2 for $70? Or am I going to go play Death Stranding 2 that literally helped me through some of the darkest times of my life? I know what I'm picking and choosing. So they're fighting for our time. This I'm sorry, B-More. I'm sorry. Yo, B-More, please go and get you a Switch 2, brother, or P5. I need you on these other games. Fuck it, bro. I'm done with this shit.
I agree, Nero.
It's just embarrassing, yo. It's like, why are we promoting anything for PlayStation? Like this is, and even if they did it in the future, right? Let me. If they did it next year, cool, right? They went back to doing it, cool, right? Whoop de fucking do, right? Oh, it was cute while it lasted. But the 25th fucking year, almost a week, almost 7 days out from the Xbox 25th anniversary showcase, you got Matt Booty, clown ass bitch, sitting on a fucking podcast talking about, yeah, we're gonna be transparent. We're gonna show PS5 logos. You fucking clown. How the fuck are you still there? How the fuck did that guy got a job? Anybody in the chat, show me how Matt Booty got a job. Show me how Matt Booty got it. Matt Booty slimed out Phil Spencer and Sarah Bonds, dude. He's been the head of Xbox Studios. And like I said, this whole gen has been nothing but delays and cancellations. What the fuck was Matt Booty doing when the initiative wasn't making a fucking game? Phil Spencer can't do it all. Sarah Bonds can't do it all. What the fuck was he doing? He was doing jack shit. He was sitting around getting fucking money. Selling out. In cahoots with Jim Ryan. Still, he's a fucking op. He's a fucking idiot. He's a cuck. Just like the rest of the company. I don't give a fuck. Man. I don't want to sit down and do a podcast with Matt Booty. I don't. I used to idolize these guys. I used to be one of you Xbox guys. I used to be jealous. Because that's dope. We all want to meet the people we look up to. I would love to have been able to, in my life, go meet Phil Spencer. To this day, take a picture with Phil Spencer. Take a picture with Sarah Bonds. What the fuck is that accomplishing? It's not accomplishing nothing. We've been getting fucked generations in a row. My thing is, how many generations are we going to wait for them to get it together? Because the Xbox One generation had some highlights, but it was, come on, Xbox One. It took the One X to get there. They've done nothing to elevate the Series X, this whole gen. They're just now, like I said, year 6, about to be 7. Now you guys are improving quick resume. What the fuck? We got whole pro consoles out on other platforms. The fuck? Nintendo got a whole new generation right here. What the fuck are we doing here? Like, it's just embarrassing all around.
Just making quick resume more customizable. It's quick resume is still not available.
That should have been something that got there year 2. That's all I'm saying is all that shit should have been there earlier. Everything they're doing, I'm appreciating. But why has this shit not been here earlier?
Other things that I agree that they dropped the ball.
I agree with most of it. I will. Yeah. The only part I'm gonna give you a little pushback on is that with the logo things. The only reason why I understand now as a consumer and as a fan of the brand, like you said, one thing you always pretense before you go into your statements is that as a fan of the brand. So that's the first perspective. As a fan of the brand, you don't want to see competing brands and at a showcase because it doesn't strengthen the core of your brand. However, we do know that PlayStation at the end of the day has way more units and way more users than Xbox does. So if you're producing a game that's going to be on that platform as well, it's in your best interest to let them know that it's coming.
You don't got to do it at your own dedicated showcase, though. That's all I'm saying. Because guess what? Every time the PlayStation channel, and this is what I mean, right? Because any state of play, guess what? You get the trailers right on Xbox, the same fucking channel you're subscribed to.
But the difference is that PlayStation has the users. They don't have to because they have the users already. So they can. So let's say
they're gonna see it regardless. Is all I'm saying though, because the PlayStation channel is gonna post the same trailer that they showed the logo for. So it's like, why not just let them do it on their own time? Why wait until it's something dedicated for your fans?
Right?
Because everyone watches the showcase. So if you think about it, like, okay, a state of play, Xbox players and PlayStation players are watching that. And let's just say, for the sake of not having a solid number, let's say there's 1,000 PlayStation players and 400 Xbox players that's watching this show, right? If they don't show the Xbox players, show that it's coming to Xbox, they still have 1,000 people that know it's coming to their console. Now flip it to the other side. If there was the Xbox showcase and they don't show PlayStation, that's 1,000 people that miss the fact that that game is coming to the console. And they have to go through and you can know the average person is not going, the average gamer or whatnot, that's not casual. Us, the casuals. They're not going to every YouTube channel and a PlayStation channel.
Every casual got Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and everywhere else. So
that's a different conversation.
We've seen how Xbox has marketed in the past, so hopefully we get to see a change in marketing in future, because PlayStation is doing much better job of marketing.
I think the only way to rectify that is you have to have a dedicated Xbox show, like you're trying to say, where it's only showing Xbox, and then you have to have some kind of universal show that shows what goes to everywhere, so to speak. Because if you only have one show, you have to kind of show the bigger base that it's coming to them, because they're watching too. Like, just like we're watching it, they're going to be watching it too, and they need to make sure they know at that time that the game is coming to them. So I think
Xbox need to focus on how to properly market their games to their own people. Why the fuck you shouldn't even be caring about putting marketing anything to Nintendo or PlayStation, in my opinion. Let them figure that out with the marketing. You're already giving them the games. Why the fuck are you giving them the promo as well? That's what I mean. They're cucks and they're cowards.
Well, that's a different conversation. I don't think all the games should go anywhere.
Because it all ties in together. If you already giving the games, why is you giving the promo as well? That's why Xbox like, what the fuck are we doing here? That's why fans are upset.
I kind of think that, like, for the showcase, it should just be Xbox and PC on their advertising. And then after the show, when they release the actual trailers to the different places, that's when Xbox could have everyone's name along the bottom, but not at your actual showcase there. I kind of agree with what Claude Briel was saying in his post around, like, you've kind of said we're really wanting to put Xbox at the forefront. We've changed our name brand to make Xbox caps and all of this. And we really want to be, like, dedicated to look after those who show up for the brand and appreciate the brand. And then, like, a week later, we find out that we're going to see a completely different conversation. So there's a bit of misalignment there, and I did like how Asha came out and said, apologies, we missed this is our mistake.
This is what I don't like about her. I'm sorry to cut you off. Here we go with this AI ass corporate response. If we can go and pull up her response, I would love to see it. I'm so sick of her.
I just think it's smart that they have agreed that they fucking misstepped, and it's a big.
She's still learning at the end of the day.
Yeah, she's been in the job.
You should know when you get the job. How the fuck are you qualified to get the title that she got with having to still learn? What the fuck are we doing? We should, like,
but how do you say that when the people that were there before for decades?
Let me tell you. Well, fuck them people too, right? Fuck them all. It's my whole thing. Fuck burn the whole thing down. No. They lunch players' fucking voice, right? Hold, let me finish. Let me just finish because they lunch players' voice, right?
You're only human. Mistakes.
She might not even be human. She looked like an AI response. Is my take. But anyway, they lunch players' voice. Yes or no? They lunch players' voice. The most voted things in player voice that they launch is bring back exclusive games. What the fuck do you mean? What do you need the community to snap back at you for when we just told you on something you created?
But how many
and
votes
our
is that?
votes?
How many votes is that?
Like, millions, damn near. It might as well be. It's the number one thing. They can't miss it.
Does it beat how many sales they got of Forza Horizon 5?
That's a whole different thing. With all the sales they got, they don't need to be putting it on PlayStation. Cuck behavior.
But no, I'm saying the Forza Horizon 5 on PlayStation. Is there even the 5? That's the one they put on PlayStation, right? 5.
5.
So Forza Horizon, well, 6 is coming later, ain't it? Something like that. Okay, so 5 in itself. The votes for them to bring back exclusivity doesn't even add up to the amount of sales of Forza Horizon 5 on PlayStation.
That's why it's fucked them as a fan. That's why it's fucked them as a fan, because all they care about is money. Me as an Xbox consumer, why the fuck do I care about that?
How do you survive as a company?
No, it's not. They made history without it even launching on PlayStation right now. They're surviving great. What are we talking about? Man. All right, that's all I got to say about this topic. Cause fuck them, bro. Like I said, it's not enough excuses in the world for them. I'm sorry, Liv. This ain't to you. Listen, they're surviving great. Forza Horizon 6 broke Steam records, broke sell records, and it's only on 2 platforms right now: Xbox and PC. They're doing just fucking fine. They're surviving just fine. Now, when they go to PlayStation, is they going to make more money? Of course. But at the cost of what? Being fucking
It's
cucks,
still
fucking your
working
fan
through
base.
the exclusivity piece at the moment. You can definitely tell they're definitely working through it. So some
Be more,
games,
I
think
agree. They
they're
can't
gonna-
bring exclusivity back yet, but they can also not fucking highlight it at their showcase.
It's an oversight. They're only human at the end
So
of
how
the day.
how do y'all feel about them doing the
some bad
showcase and not?
humans.
How do
mean,
y'all feel about
They
them?
only humans when they take this money. They take this
Doesn't
money
matter.
out my
Some
account.
of the worst things are just
Hey,
mistakes happening.
Hey, listen, they take this money out my account for Game Pass every fucking month when I am sub. I have no problem with, but they consoles cost more than ever. I don't give a fuck about humans. Humans right now, me and you and everyone else around the world, we're fucking suffering. So spare me. Milk and gas is $5 a gallon. I don't give a fuck about the humanity of them.
First world problems that the logo shows PlayStation. That's a first.
That's
world
just
problem.
one thing.
I
That's
think
what
a
y'all
minor thing at
overlooking.
this point.
It's one thing. It's a domino effect.
I know, but
It's
it's
not-
one
Grill
thing
said
that
it
they
himself.
have heard and are learning from.
But that's more
She
of
is
a pride
That's the
learning.
thing.
thing.
How
He
much
is
learning do it
learning
take?
from it because not everyone
That's
is
my only
in a
counter to
gaming
that, Panda,
background.
is they should have learned from the player's voice. You learn from the
that's more
Player's
of a
player's
voice
pride
has
voice.
been out
thing. That's
5
not-
fucking
you're still getting the
seconds,
game.
Nero.
But it was out before they put the interview clip out
And it
with
was
fucking
it's
Matt
been
Booty.
out 5 fucking seconds, and she's been in charge for like 3 months.
My thing is, what the fuck is she doing?
down. I
You
get
put
you're
out
pissed
the
off
you
with
put out the player's
Xbox,
voice
but
to
it
listen
does
to the
take
community, right?
time to change. Think of anytime you're moving.
Like I
a
said,
really
they
large
just fucking over the
object,
fans,
It takes
man.
time to change.
I'll be everywhere. I won't be white knighting them. I don't give a fuck.
I get
They're
it.
cowards
I
and they're
get it.
cucks. My
But
thing
we
is, you
have
put
to
out the
set
player's voice
realistic
2 weeks ago.
expectations.
You put out the player's voice 2 weeks ago or a week ago, right? 1 week ago, because it was the
mean the
main
showcase
topic for the
is probably
podcast that we
done
just
already.
missed. You
A
put
lot of
out
that showcase is already prepared and
you
planned.
put out
Showcase
player's
already
voice.
done at
The
this
loudest thing in player's voice is for you to not put games elsewhere. Then you turn around a week later on a podcast and say, "Hey, we're still
But-
going to showcase."
If
That's
that
because
was
the
on
showcase
logo,
already
like,
been done. He had to say that because it was
they
already
probably
there.
would have heard that and seen
He was
that.
better off not saying nothing.
Oversight.
Well, we already know they're not good at like responding to shit because first of all, Xbox is already on eggshells every time they talk. So it's hard for them to figure out what to say, especially when you got a lot of those people in those positions are so removed from the actual community anyway. So Phil, we might talk shit about Phil, but Phil is about the closest thing we had to somebody that was actively, a part of the community. We know we can look at his gamer tag and see the games being played or whatever the case may be. So it's a little bit different in that manner.
They launched that
But
on May 19th. Player's voice.
Yeah, and the showcase probably been done since like March. They usually don't. They're not going to wait till a couple months to be.
Like I said, the problem with Xbox is multiple things. It all groups in together. If you want to just point out one flaw, then you can argue the one flaw all day. But when you group all the fucking mistakes and mishaps together, that's when it becomes frustrating, and that's when you get this version of Nero.
But they only get this
If
kind
people
of.
is cool with getting less games every year, that's fine with them. I'm not
Are
gonna.
we
No,
getting less games every year
we're not
now?
arguing. No, I'm not
getting
gonna
more
argue
games.
that.
I'm getting one less game
Better
that's promised every year. Every year they
One
promise a game,
less
and I'm getting one
game
less
this
game. That's
year.
less games.
one less game this year. However, it's a hell of a lot more games than we were getting in the past.
And more than some other platforms are getting if they was to just play those games.
Correct.
We only give them
It's
so
not-
much slack
sometimes-
because they're
that's
behind.
my thing.
That's
You
the
can put out a
thing.
lot of games, but you're putting out mid, skip. Not all them shits is hit. So you can have more games than the competing
You don't need
platforms.
to
but
have every
if the
game
competing
be a hit.
platforms got higher quality games, then that's a moot point.
But
But that all comes down to
always-
personal preference at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So that's not, because it's a few games that some platforms might have put out just one that I'll take over damn near every game we got in this generation with the outskirts of a few. The Starfields, the Indiana Jones of the world. Besides them, it's I'll take stuff like Saros, Returnal, even with Nintendo. I'll take any Donkey Kong Bonanza. I'll take that over everything Xbox has gave me. Like I said, mid, skip, and I've played and beaten them all. But all of them shits is not like, so that's why I say you're not in a position to delay games.
So
You're not in a position to starve us.
You don't want Forza Horizon 5, Forza Horizon 6.
Forza Horizon 5 cross-gen game, so that's scratch that. That
I'm
was
not
the Xbox
talking
One
about
game.
cross-gen games. You're just adding an extra.
I'm talking about this gen. I'm talking about this gen. I'm talking
Doesn't
about this
matter.
gen.
This
This gen,
ain't
I'll take
old
Forza, but
gen.
Forza is everywhere.
Gen?
I'll take Forza, but Forza is everywhere. So
Gen, that's what I'm talking about. Doesn't matter if it was cross-platform.
I take Forza. I've been out there.
I
Anybody
think-
on my
I
friend
think-
list
I
can go
think I
see
will-
all the roads. I take Forza. I praise Forza. But why can't I take Forza in another game that I'm highly anticipating as well? That's all I'm saying. It's like I said, if this was a one-time thing, cool. But it's not. It's been a whole
I agree.
generation
You
of
have
it. So.
expanded your horizons, and so looking at what Xbox is offering is not always the best. But they are offering better than they were.
I think we give them a lot of criticism because I think Xbox gets a lot of
What took
criticism
so
because
long?
they're at the position because of the position they're in. Like if they had the player base and the console sales and stuff of a PlayStation, they wouldn't get as much criticism. The thing is, like if you think about it, if you go into a room of 1,000 people and you screaming about what's wrong with that room, no one hears you as much. But if you
Yeah.
walk into a room with 200 and you scream about what's wrong with that room, everyone can hear you. So that becomes the difference between like an Xbox, a PlayStation, or a Nintendo is that because they have such higher user bases that when they do have issues, no one talks about it for long because it's not as loud. But when it comes to Xbox, because they are fighting to get back into the position that they was in the 360 era, it's a lot louder with the things. Not saying they're not valid because everything we say
They're pushing uphill, and it's a lot harder to
Yeah.
push uphill than it is to go downhill.
the things are valid, but we have to understand that like I feel like we have to understand that if we want Xbox to improve, if we want Xbox to do well, and we want them to stick around, they're going to have to make the decisions that other platforms don't have to make.
That's lies. To be more, I'm
Nintendo.
sorry if my bad lyric. Let me address the comment Panda put up there real quick. That's lies. Xbox cap is cap. Forza Horizon proves that. When you put out good fucking games, they review well. Avowed reviewed well. I hated Outer Worlds.
I think he's talking about the
Okay.
criticism. He's talking about the criticism.
Even with
I'm talking
good
about the
games,
criticism.
like,
They review well.
someone
Like
bitched
what?
and moaned about Forza Horizon 5.
But do people not do
They
that
were
with every
happy to
game?
play
People
it when it
bitch and
came to
moan
their
about
platform.
Saros.
They were happy to play it when they came to their platform, but
That's true.
they bitched and moaned when it was only on Xbox. And they called
But
it
y'all talking about a
game,
few
and then it came
selective.
out on
Y'all are talking about a
PlayStation.
few
It's a good
selective
game.
fanboys that y'all continue to give attention to.
But they're the
Like,
ones
that
who
who y'all
have the
talking about. The
highest
bad-
voice.
But people
And
do
so
it on this side too. People bitch and complain about Helldivers, and then they bought it up when it came here. So it's
You called Be More Gamers
But the-
comment not realistic, but it is realistic because there's always some arsehole out there who is willing to call.
and
a
I'm saying
good
as a
game
gamer, why do we keep
mid.
giving them assholes the attention?
But
Like, when
they're
are we gonna
have
start
a voice.
elevating past them?
They're
They
entitled.
only
to
But
have
see
a
that-
voice because we listen.
I think the
elevate
only,
past
only
them.
Zero, let's like
I think
The
the
everyone
bad
only
else.
apples
issue with
ignore-
that-
like
I think the only issue is that even if we do ignore them, because the base is bigger for the ones that want to hear it, it's still going to be loud.
Yeah.
So if like it goes back to that
No,
room
okay.
thing. If the 200 people ignore the negativity, it's not the same as the 1,000 that want to hear it. So the 1,000 is going to carry the negativity, even if the 200 want to ignore it. So it becomes a situation where like it's tough because Xbox has to make decisions that other platforms don't have to make. PlayStation
That are
doesn't have
fault
to
of
make
their
those.
own. I'm sorry, I can't feel
Now
bad.
that's
for them having to
100%
make decisions
true.
because they
That's
put
not- that's
themselves
100%
there.
true.
I just can't.
That's
I can't feel
100%
bad for that. They got enough money to bail themselves out of whatever situation. We know it all don't come down to money, but it's like,
Yeah.
god damn.
But the person holding the fucking keys hasn't always been willing to give them to us.
So I'm not gonna keep there and hoping that one day he will. Fuck that. As a gamer, as a consumer, I'm gonna go elsewhere. I'm gonna go where the games are. If Nintendo got it, that's all I'm recommending to everyone. I'm saying that's shout out the demo for.
But that should be the ultimate gamer thing anyway.
But it's not though. You got people neglecting themselves that refuse to go touch a PlayStation for whatever reason. PlayStation is no more anti-consumer than Xbox. You got people regretting and would never go touch a Nintendo device for whatever reason. Nintendo is no more non-consumer than Xbox. You got people that would never touch an Xbox, but right now they have a reason. But prior, when it was only exclusives, I would argue that you're damn right it's worth having an Xbox for Forza, for Halo, for Gears. People make fun of the big three. I don't give a fuck. Them big three is worth playing and some of my favorite franchises. So I'm sorry, I'm not about to keep having a pity pot. Me as a consumer, I'm just saying for me, I'm not about to keep it's just an infinite loop. I'm not about to keep feeling bad for the richest for the people who got the most backing.
Is doing the same thing over and over again.
That's what I feel like I'm doing as an Xbox fan. I feel like I'm going insane. Every time they do some dumb shit I disagree with, I'm having to come try to spin it to make sense. No, I'm not. I'm done trying to make sense of stupid ass decisions. And I would recommend anybody else do it. That's why I say the fanboying, we need to cut it out. We need to ignore it because it benefits nobody.
In the long run,
benefits nobody.
We are the hardcore that pay attention to all this stuff. The casuals
and they
don't give a shit about any of the stuff we're talking about.
And that's who they
need. And they're the ones who are going to be buying the games.
Yep.
Hopefully.
Because as much as we scream at the top of our lungs, at the top of the rooftops,
we're in the minority.
Fortnite is still the most played game. Minecraft, the sports games, all those games are still at the top of the list. No matter how much we talk, no matter how much we bitch and complain, those games are always still at the top.
That's why I never speak for
them.
Minecraft. I don't care for the ball and gun gamers.
A fucking sequel.
Oh. That's what I'm saying. Minecraft is still always top 3.
But that's why I come on here. That's the whole reason why I come on here. Is to speak for the people that are hardcore real gamers. I don't give a fuck about the casuals. I don't care if you only play ball and gun gamers. Fuck off. Your opinion means jack shit to me. If you only play Fortnite, if you only play fucking Roblox, if you only play Madden, I don't give a fuck. I don't speak for them. I don't come on here and dedicate my Saturday night to speak for the perspective of casuals. I don't care. They're not here. They're not the ones listening. They're not supporting. So why the fuck am I trying to justify what it makes sense for a $1 trillion company to do for the casuals? It make no sense. But if that's what other people want to do,
that's
more
what
power
they're wanting to do, though. We can't control it. I mean, we can voice our opinions, and I'm glad the gamers have got out there and voiced their opinions enough for Xbox to come out and say, we realize we fucking misstepped on this one. We're like, yeah, thank you for acknowledging that. That's the least you could do. The best thing you could have done was just not have them on there. Yeah. Do something about it. Exactly. I agree. All right.
Well, that was fun.
We ready? That was a great topic. It was a great topic. I love it.
Y'all enjoying that?
Yeah. Nero, I love your takes, Nero. They're always really good.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just always going to speak what's best for me. What's best for me as an Xbox gamer and somebody who subbed the Game Pass this year is to get all the fucking games I can get. It makes no sense for me to pay $25 a month and be happy I'm not getting fucking Fable. Because GTA is popping as well.
At least it's cheaper now. At least it's cheaper now. That's the only problem.
We definitely
makes no sense. I'm done.
No one's happy
that
Fable. I would hope nobody is happy Fable's not coming. Like I hope that's not a thing.
No one's happy.
I just can't when it comes to arguing what makes sense for these companies when it's just to me a stupid. I'm not going against my intuition, my gut anymore. It's just that to me that's just tiring. Like that's why I stopped doing that console war and shit years ago. It's tiring. Like trying to justify shit that don't make sense to you as a consumer. You can justify why it makes sense for Microsoft to make money and to reach other people. But if it's not directly benefiting you, then what the fuck are you defending it for? Xbox is still getting, how much is Game Pass Ultimate now total? You're getting $400 or $500 a year. The only difference is they still getting that money if you subbed all year. The only difference is you're getting one less AAA game you was looking forward to. So that's, hey, more power to them. But shout out to an actual good, some good news right here. The Witcher 4, shout out to motherfucking CD Projekt Red, man. They confirmed that a new expansion, the third expansion, Wild Hunt, Songs of the Past for Witcher 3 will be hitting the market in 2027 on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Also, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt has sold over 65 million copies. Man, once again,
Insane.
good game sell, man. Good game sell. I will always say that. It is the best-selling RPG of all time according to the confirmed numbers. CG Projekt Red will also debut The Witcher 3 DLC Songs of the Past at Gamescom in 2026. Awesome news. Fantastic. I got to go finish a new playthrough of it. Man,
Yeah, I feel like everyone's going to be
one of my
back
favorite
on
games.
The Witcher, ready for the new DLC. I'm excited about this. It's fantastic news. I think it's going to hold people over a little bit. I mean, they'll smash through the content, but it'll hold them over a little bit while we wait for The Witcher 1
They said it's going to be the
remake.
same scale as Blood and Wine. That's a huge expansion. Like, that's a whole
But I mean,
new
it's not, when
region
you think about it, gamers will just plow through content very quickly. And it's not going to hold them
Real
over.
gamers.
It'll tide them over for a little bit till we get The Witcher 1 remake or The Witcher 4. I don't know which one's coming out first.
And they also said don't expect these type of expansions for The Witcher 4 because they plan to make the next group of Witchers a trilogy. And they want to get out 3 Witcher games in 6 years. So I'm all for it.
Damn. Impressive. Maybe maybe they're able to look at doing that because of the shift to UE5.
Possibly.
Possibly. And then we got UE6 announcement. Oh, we'll get there. Lyric, anything you want to add to the Witcher 3 new DLC that's going to launch next year?
You ever finish this, Lyric?
The Witcher. I don't remember.
I'm going to say no.
I don't
then, if
remember.
you don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember finishing it. I honestly, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I remember like locking in, like completely at one point, and then something else came up or whatever. So I definitely have to still finish it and go through the because I have the complete edition. I don't know why I haven't done it, but you can't. I mean, I guess you can't go wrong with an expansion to Witcher 3. Like,
Yeah. It's just more of The Witcher, and The Witcher 3 was
Yeah.
just fantastic. Yeah. Right. I don't have much more to add to that, but I am... What the
Day
fuck,
one.
Steve? What the fuck, Valve?
I guess I can go do a replay of Witcher since Fable's not fucking coming.
Yeah, maybe that's...
Go
hey,
go
there
go,
you
go replay something that's actually fucking here. This hey Lyric, since we don't got Fable, hey, replace that with Witcher. Go ahead, knock that out. Get your back on.
Yeah, there we go. Silver
idea.
Go ahead, do
lining.
that.
If I this is not shocking and not surprising, but I'm fucking sick of talking about it all this generation. All we've done is talk about this company's put their prices up, this company's put their prices up, and I'm kind of just fucking over it because like this is the generation where everything just keeps going up in price when it should be going down in price. Valve just raised Steam Deck prices in the USA. The 1 terabyte OLED is now $949, up from $649. That's a $300 price increase. The 512 gigabyte OLED, $789, up from $549. That's over $200 as a price increase. Yeah, it says these prices reflect the current state of component costs and other global logistical challenges
we've
across
heard
the
that
industry
enough.
as a whole. Well,
We've heard that from everyone.
I'm like, AI is having a massive impact because of the components. We know fuel crisis at the moment. We know just economy as a whole is just fucked.
Also, Valve is just incompetent.
Don't keep messing with us though. Like people can't afford the shit anyway, so you're not moving shit off the shelves with that at those prices over in the
Valve
States.
Valve is incompetent. The Steam machine is dead on arrival. It's going to be probably $1,000 device. This is why I'm saying they are incompetent, and maybe this might come back and bite me in the ass next week. The Xbox One Ally X is still $999, but that shit wipes the fucking floor with the Steam Deck. Steam Decks isn't, quite frankly, flying off the fucking shelves, right? They're not selling more than the Switch or the Switch 2. It's not even close. Not selling more. The Series S is probably on par with what the fuck they're selling right now in today's time. So this is incompetence. Of course, it's a reflection of the time that we're in, the economy and shit like that. But it's also greed. You know, if the Nintendo Switch only went up and it's way more powerful and shit like that, the Nintendo Switch went up $50 from $450 to $500. People jumped up and down and said Nintendo the most anti-consumer company ever. They did the same thing with the Series X and S when it went up. They did the same thing with the PS5 Pro. Keep the same energy, PC bros. You guys aren't exempt to incompetence. The same way PlayStation have incompetent moments, Xbox, you guys are not exempt. Steam Machine DOA. Shout out B More, man. Shout out Morby, man, on my soul. Be More, a good supporter, real gamer. You know, my guys might not agree with me, right? But the people I respect are the people that's in here. Be More game. So Be More, he can come in here and defend Xbox and disagree with me all day. But I'm not going to disrespect him. You want to know why? Because I know that man fucking games. I know he's actually tested and experiencing what's in Game Pass. We can disagree all day. But you motherfuckers that don't play shit, that don't beat shit, but then want to come tell me why I'm wrong about being upset about Fable and Starfield and Halo Infinite all being delayed. These are the same people that got probably 5-6 hours max right now in Forza Horizon. Like these guys that sit on these podcasts and do all this cooning and defending Asher Sharma, they not even playing and beating the game. They didn't touch anything that's probably in Game Pass Ultimate right now. They didn't touch the High on Life, Hades 2. We know they're not touching Hades 2. They're not competent enough. Luna Abyss, indie bangers. I've been back on Game Pass for 1 month. This is the first time I've resubbed. Morby, you on my friend list? This is the first time I've resubbed in over a year because they dropped the price. I went back and I've been getting my fucking value out of it. Most of these guys don't. And I'm happy all my homies is waking up to that shit. Like Demo. People try to put this jacket on Demo like, oh, he's a console warrior and this, that, and the third. Bro, they don't listen to us. Just like they try to put that jacket on me. If you actually come and listen to what we saying, we call out these motherfuckers, yo. Demo was one of the people that hugely disagreed with Game Pass, with Call of Duty leaving Game Pass. Because we getting less as a consumer. Regardless of the price drop. And then, I'm going to be honest, this is another fuck you in the face because Modern Warfare 4 looked like the best Halo. I mean, not the best Halo. It looked like the best Call of Duty in my opinion. Y'all know I'm not a COD guy. I thought Black Ops 7 was ass and I thought Black Ops 6 was mid at best. The last one I actually put some time in, people really hated, which was Vanguard. But I'm not a Call of Duty guy. Go back to the original Modern Warfare trilogy, bet. That was fire. I was in there. Black Ops 1 and 2, I was in there. Everything after that just slopped. But it's funny how now the one Game Pass, the COD that's not about to be in Game Pass is by far the best looking one, in my opinion. Now we're getting a fire ass campaign when we just got a slop fest of a campaign with Black Ops 7. Ridiculous. But that's just more like consumers, we just be sitting back being okay with everything. But back to the Steam Deck, man, just get a Switch. Get a Switch 2. Switch 2 is way more bang for your buck. Get a
we're
RAG
kind of
Ally.
being held hostage a little bit by these companies.
We are. And that's why we need true competition. And shout out to Nintendo because Nintendo gave us you got until September to get a Switch 2 before the price go up. PlayStation gave you a week with the PS5 Pro. Xbox gave you less. Xbox was immediately. When the news broke, it was immediately. PlayStation the same way. Valve the same way. It's starting to look like Nintendo might be like, come on now. They went up $50. And they probably gonna go up more, but god damn it, show me that you're fighting for me. These motherfuckers ain't fighting for us. They're not trying to get us on they don't care. The prices reflect that. They don't care about outpricing people. You still got people defending this piece of shit. At whatever the Steam Deck launched out on my soul, great value.
Good to
Great
see.
value. And I was thinking about getting one, but I'd rather get if you get a Steam machine over a ROG Ally X right now, you're an idiot. Even if you get a regular Steam machine, the OLED or the regular one, if you get that over the ROG Ally, the white one, you're an idiot. And if you get any of those over the Switch too, hey, do what you do. But it's an L, man. Everything going up, and if anybody think the Steam machine is about to be competitive, man, it's dead, man. It's DOA.
Now it's time for Nero to have a break and let's talk positively about something. You've been like going ham, and I don't blame you. I feel like sometimes these companies need to be stripped down and told what's what. All right.
This just feeds it. How is it this positive? But it feeds into my propaganda. Thank you, Panda. Right fucking here is why Xbox do not fucking need PlayStation. This is why they do not need Nintendo. They're just being greedy fucking corporation bastards. They don't care about us. Forza, look at these numbers. Forza, shattering any other Forza launch combined. Look at these numbers. It's huge. It's a huge success. The most success in the franchise. So where's the Xbox tax, everyone? It's a 90, 92, 91 on Metacritic. Where's the Xbox tax?
You can't have an
Or
Xbox
do the
tax
Xbox
on one of the
tax only
best games on.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So the
racing
Xbox
games.
tax only count when the games is mid, skip. Shout out Drake, man. Mid, skip. That's the only time we want to cry about an Xbox tax. When they put out great games, this is all I'm saying. Put out great games, they will sell. You don't need to run the other platforms. Just deliver great games.
If
That's
you
all
look
gotta do.
comparatively to the type of racing games that are out there, this stands above the lot by comparison. Whereas all the other genres, there are plenty of fantastic games in all the other genres. It's just this one is quite.
That's only because Xbox
quite
let it get that
good.
way. Halo was one of those first-person shooters that stood out in the same way you can say they stood out about racers. Halo was once there. It stood out amongst first-person shooters. It was a historic franchise. So did Gears of War. Hopefully we get back there with this Gears E-Day.
You can say that about any company, though. They've all had missteps on some of their stuff. But no, there is no Xbox tax on this one. Only time there's Xbox tax on that is when this toxic community.
And then you also
is
said, Panda,
bitching
you said
about
you
that.
blame that Fable got pushed back because of the PS5 development. If that was the case, wouldn't they just push back Forza for the same reason? They didn't push Forza back, so that's why I meant to say that earlier, but I don't necessarily think that's the reason Fable got delayed. I just think it's just
I think that was the
Microsoft-
original reason Fable got delayed.
I don't think so, because I don't think it's that groundbreaking to port something from Xbox to PlayStation. I don't think that's even if it's late in the development. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's a different team. So the team that ported to 5 to PlayStation is a different team that is porting Fable to
But if that is the case, Panda, that's just more cuck behavior. Why is us Xbox fans getting our games pushed back for you to optimize something for PlayStation? Why not just do what you did here with Forza? Drop it and then
They'll be
make
doing
PlayStation fans wait.
optimization for both. They'll be doing optimization for both. But I think it's like there's the delay for that reason, to launch the game all together with everyone. Because that's what I think was the view of where Microsoft was going at that point, where
Hey,
they were going
good old
to be
Spartan,
everything's an
man of culture,
Xbox
bro.
and everything's like that was, and that's where I think the vision was going. If Sarah Bond was still in charge, was the games are going to launch day and date virtually with PlayStation, and so that's where I think that's happened. Whereas we're not seeing that. I think that's probably going to be a big change in that space, is making sure that there is if they are going to put it on PlayStation, there will be a delay.
Hey, General Spartans in the Discord, man, feel free to send me your Switch.
But you
I need more
can't talk about Xbox tax or anything like that. I'm here to talk about the positive side of the Forza Horizon 6 news for that. Because we do know there's Xbox tax, but it's not on this game, which is
No,
which
it's
is
not. It's
nice.
false. I think
There's-
Xbox, as one of the biggest proponents of Xbox tax in the past, it's false. It's false.
I don't
like
know
I said,
about
the
that.
good
It's
games
easy
get
for
the
them
flowers
not to
It's
they
tax
really
deserve.
not.
the
It's
racing
really
game.
not false, Nero,
easy for
because
them-
everyone
it's easy
has
for them not to tax the
unconscious
racing game.
bias. Everyone has unconscious
I'm
bias.
gonna tell you. Look, I something to think about.
But
It's easy
my
for
thing
them
is
not to tax the
every
racing game.
if it's not a masterpiece, it get classified like that. Not to cut
Yeah,
you
but
off.
not
I think
everyone is
Yoshi's great.
reviewing
Yoshi
the
is an
same
81.
games. The person who
Right.
likes Forza Horizon reviewing that is not the same person who was reviewing.
But
Star
I'm
Trek.
talking about like something like, let's just use a Metacritic, because Xbox games review well. A Valve is an 80. That is a good Metacritic. That is the same range of some of the first party games Nintendo has put out. Cyro's got an 86. That's fine. Forza got a 92. What Xbox games is the Xbox games that review bad, in my opinion, most of the times, unless you're using IGN, which I don't give a fuck about. If you take IGN out of the equation, Xbox gets fair
So if you
reviews.
take
It's just what
if you
people
take
pick and
IGN
choose
out
to
of the
hype on.
equation, out of the equation, but IGN is in the equation, so that proves that there
They
still
gave
is
Forza a 9.
a tax on that
Mixtape a
side,
10,
because
so.
some people purely only refer to IGN stuff, and I'm like, why? There's so many better places to go out to that. Yeah, and if one company says something bad, everyone's like jumps on that bandwagon, even if there's like 10 other
No,
positive.
I agree. Be more.
One person
The
says something
media
negative.
do hate Xbox. I agree, but the only reason I'm using Metacritic is because that's such a range of
I think
30, 50,
OpenCritic
60, 50,
is less
60.
bias.
But the range is always the same. Just about.
No.
Like when you look
I
at it,
just think it's
when you look at
easy not to
it
tax.
might be a point or two difference.
But OpenCritic is across all platforms. So you have
I
a
just
game
think it's
that
easy to not
releases
tax a
on every
racing game.
platform, and OpenCritic will tell you the aggregated score from all the platforms. Metacritic, you have to go to each individual's page to see what the Metacritic thing is. So you could get
I guess
a
what I'm saying
Metacritic
is-
score of 80 on one platform, 86
Mm-hmm.
on another, whereas OpenCritic, you'll get the aggregated average across all the reviews across the
But that's
whole.
the same thing Metacritic do. They both do the same thing. They take all the reviews across all platforms.
Nope.
And even if they don't, if you look,
Well, you have to go
at
to
most- 'cause I
individual
look at both
pages.
of them. I'm
OpenCritic
saying
just goes, here's all the reviews from all the platforms. Here's the one score that you see.
Metacritic does
It's
that
a
as
much
well.
fairer result. No, they put out they do it out in separate, and they do not put all three. They go, this is the PlayStation score, this is the Xbox score, this is the Nintendo score.
Oh, you
this is
saying
the
like you
PC
saying group it
score.
all together? I'm not
Yeah.
disagreeing with anything you're saying,
OpenCritic
but what I'm saying
groups
is
it all together.
every time, because I always look at both. When I look at Metacritic, I look at OpenCritic. All I'm saying is 9 times out of 10 they're about the same. If Avowed is an 81 on Metacritic,
You're gonna
it's
get a
probably an
more
80 on
accurate
OpenCritic.
image from OpenCritic's score than you are from Metacritic.
We'll both be so quick, so close.
Well,
that I don't
because
really
if you
know.
look at it, if you think about it this way, you might have 80 reviews on PlayStation, 12 reviews on Xbox. You're going to get a better average and understand more around what the score is from the 80 reviews than you are from the 12 reviews.
Yeah, I
Whereas
gotta
if you
get
went
me into that.
if you went across, for example, and then looked at, so if you only went to the Xbox score and only looked at that, and you didn't look at the PlayStation, you look at all of them. But if you're looking at OpenCritic as a whole, you're getting the 80 PlayStation scores and the 12 Xbox scores all together, so you see the overall score across that, and that's what I think is a fairer number.
Yeah, I
That-
agree. I think they should do that. The only thing I'm saying is they both be so similar. Though.
They are
Even-
very
even though
similar. Yeah,
it'd
they
be
are
similar.
similar.
If
They
something
do
got a
end up
90 on
similar.
Metacritic, it usually got a 90 on OpenCritic.
But
That's all I'm saying. But
there
I do
are
think
some
the way they group it
outliers.
is better.
There are some outliers, which is why I'm like, on that.
But I only say that because I don't know which the last time I thought an Xbox game was quote unquote good and it didn't get a good average score across a range of sites. Avowed reviewed well. They got some 9s and 8s from some people. The same thing with Hellblade. The same thing with Outer Worlds 2. I don't even like Outer Worlds 2. But it reviewed well. Weller than I thought. It was like an 82, 83 on Metacritic. Those are good games. High 70s and mid 80s, and those are good review games. So that's why I say the Xbox tax don't exist. It only exists when we want to cry about one or two outlets that.
Yeah, but
that
if
shit it on
you've
Steam.
if
But they
you
do that
have
with everyone,
been-
though.
I know, but if you think about it this way, if you've been conditioned as a gamer to only 85 and above is a good game, and even then an 80 in the 80s is not a good game.
I can't be
So try hearing a 7, and I feel like people have been conditioned. Like a 7, not a bad game. An 8, not a bad game. A 9, fantastic game, right? You're not going to get many that actually rightly deserve 10 because there's always room for improvement. But gamers for some reason have it in their head that anything below like an 85 is not good, and I don't know.
I feel
why.
like those are fake gamers. That's why.
No, I feel like those gamers are delusional and
They
have
fake
forgotten
gamers.
what
They're
it
not real
truly
gamers.
means
'Cause
to be a gamer.
Every real gamer, and what I real by real gamers, people that actually game. Every real gamer is gonna have a game that the public says is ass, but they stand by. We all got them games that people on the general be like, yo, this is mid, but you might have really connected.
Yeah,
with. So that's
me
why it's
with
like,
me
that
with
really don't
Expedition
mean
33 and Nero's like, fuck you, Panda. No, I'm kidding.
Even stuff like
Nah,
Quantum Break,
I only
it's just
play
certain
good
games
games.
that
Only play good games. I only play good games. None of my games are those type of games. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm a Quantum Break fan. I want a Quantum Break too, but there are some people in the community who thought that game was trash, and I fucking loved
And
it.
that's why I say it happened with everybody, because the God of War Sons of Sparta game Sony just put out was at 60 something or 70 something on Metacritic. Is that PlayStation tax, or did they just put out a bad game? They put out a fucking bad game. It's no PlayStation tax. The
I
what
didn't say there was a
ZA
PlayStation tax. I don't
no,
think
not you.
that's
I'm
the
just
fact-
no. I'm
yeah.
saying in general.
But those are one
as a
or two
broader point.
underliers. Whereas, I mean, generally speaking, every
Y'all still
Xbox
can't
game
name
that
one
comes out-
Xbox game recently that reviewed bad.
No,
that didn't
I'm
deserve
not
it.
saying they reviewed I'm not saying that they reviewed bad, but I'm saying that if they was some of these games, I feel like if they was put on other platforms, would get higher scores.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I've been seeing
And
everybody
it make
get the
and the
short
reason
end of
why
the stick
Some
lately.
people
but the re-
who have just been like, well, I would have just preferred to play it on this, and then I would have been happier. And I'm like, well, I kind of get that, but that shouldn't be reflected in your score. You should just be basing it off the game rather than the platform.
I'm just saying, I done seen games on all platforms that got way lower than what I thought they should have. Like Hyrule Warriors, what is it? The recent one, Age of Imprisonment, if that's the recent one. That is fire. That got like a 78 on Metacritic. I'm not screaming
And
that
what-
that should have got higher.
Well,
Yoshi at
78
80.
is not a bad score.
It's not, but what I'm saying is every game has ones that review high and review low. People like me, I think that game should review higher. I'm not going to say it's a Nintendo tax because it's at 78. I'm not saying y'all specifically. I'm saying the wider, broader community. We got the Xbox tax don't exist because when good games get put out, they review well. That's all I'm saying. It's the same thing with PlayStation and Nintendo. If you put out something that's not your best quality and they get a 78, me personally, I think
Yeah, but I haven't
Hyrule
really
should be
been
an 80 or
talking
up.
heavily about the Xbox tax with the games in a very long time.
Yeah, that's
In
why
the
I'm not
last few
referring
years.
to you
We haven't had
specifically.
any in a few years. The Xbox tax is not about the games. It's about everything else that is just Xbox in general. It's just a general Xbox tax.
So
See, that's what I disagree with because Xbox deserve all the flack they get.
But okay, so explain. So
Well, why
with
does
that same
PlayStation not
concept-
get half the shit that they deserve at the moment?
They do.
Exactly.
They
Well,
do. though.
okay, so
Do
why
they?
is Spider-Man?
Do they really?
Why was
Yes,
why,
they do.
why was
Really?
Spider-Man
The
2
media-
a 90?
I seen
Why
so
was Spider-Man
many-
2 a 90?
Because it's still one of the best Spider-Man games to ever come out.
With a spider
literally
cube
was-
in
it was
it.
literally
No
damn
one
near
bothered
broken
to
at
put
the
in their
beginning
reviews
of it.
about the brokenness of the game. But they put those things in.
But every time
reviews
they,
for Microsoft's
they
games.
talk about everything Xbox and every game the Xbox come out. If
I don't know. Most people I know that played it didn't have the Spider Cube problem. From what I seen, that was rare.
Digital Foundry said them. Digital Foundry backtracked themselves and said it after putting out that, not saying anything about it on the first
I
video.
mean, let people tell it. A lot of games was broken, but reviewed.
Yeah, but
I didn't-
when a
I
game
didn't-
is
I don't think
broken
I got
and
the
you
cube,
do not,
but I definitely
you do
got
not put it in
floating
your
heads.
review.
Because
When you
Elden
write a
Ring
review,
had
you
a
should be
lot of
writing an
problems
honest
on the
review that
technical
talks
side.
about what is wrong with the game, including the fact that it's buggy and that is impacting and
But
there
they
are
talked about
game-breaking
Elden Ring
bugs.
being
But there
a
were
mess.
reviews without that information in there.
Talking
And
about
I
Digital
think if you're
Foundry,
going
though?
to write a review, it should be reflective and honest. And people
knew they
weren't
get
being
paid.
honest with some of the
Chill.
reviews. And I
Yo,
agree that some people shouldn't write
Using them as an
reviews.
example is crazy. Like using them, like look who we using as an Xbox tax. Like the certain, like come on, what are we doing here? And Spider-Man
I'm not
is a
bitching
great
about
game.
Spider-Man. I am
No,
moaning about the
Spider-Man's a
fact
good
that there were
game.
not.
Is it a 90?
indicative.
Hell no.
Was you there day one and did you experience any bugs, Lyric?
Yeah, I was there day one. I didn't get the Spider Cube. I don't think I got that on my first playthrough. I did get floating heads though, definitely towards the
Cyberpunk
end,
was a
where
good
I wouldn't
game.
get no body or nothing. It would just be their heads on the cutscene talking and stuff like that, and a couple of wonky little bugs. Nothing that really was crazy to me, but the point that they didn't say anything about them in the reviews, and then weeks later they went, "Oh yeah, that we do see that." Like that's kind
Did
of
run
weird
into
to
that
me.
bug. Yeah.
Well, that's because they been compromised. Like I don't know why we expect compromised sources not to be compromised.
But that was on
Like,
that was,
they
So
that
then
was
why-
Metacritic's
why
a
are we-
90, so that means all of them did it. All of the outlets did it. It's not just.
But you just said you
Digital
didn't expect the things they pointing out. Not everybody experienced though. That's what I'm saying. Like rare bugs is rare bugs. Like the bugs that you come across in games that review well, not everybody experienced. It might be a rare offset, and then it might have got fixed in the day one patch. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm not here defending Spider-Man. I think it was a step down in as far as storytelling. I thought it was a step down. The same way I think Star Wars
Did
is
you
a
like
step
Miles
down.
Morales
from Eternal.
more? I feel like you like Miles Morales more than you like number
That's-
two.
Yeah,
but-
Miles Morales is my favorite. But Spider-Man,
and it
and my
reviewed
thing is
better than Miles
even
Morales.
with the flaws, Spider-Man is by far one of the best. Spider-Man 2 is by far one of the best superhero games you can get on the market, flaws and all. So I mean, like, yeah, it
I
can be-
guess if you're gonna go
said
superhero
nah?
specifically, well, I
was about to say, you
think
tripping.
Batman. I think the Batman Arkham series is better.
I mean, nah, and I love the Arkham series, but I do not like Arkham Knight more than any of the Spider-Man games. Now, and Batman is my favorite, but
just your
Arkham
opinion.
Asylum is one of our all-time favorite. And
That's just your opinion. You might not like it, but I prefer the Batman games.
Did you play Spider-Man 2?
So I got a question for you,
On my friend's PlayStation.
Nero. Is Spider-Man 2 better than Guardians of the Galaxy though?
I would say so, yeah. From the scope, the size, the range, the amount of activity.
So,
Somebody who's
is it-
Platinum
is it-
Spider-Man
is it-
2, yes. Yes.
Is it a full 10 points higher than Guardians of the Galaxy? Because Guardians of the Galaxy is at an 80.
I'd probably say, yeah, 9. Yeah, 9 versus the 8. Yeah, I would agree with that. And I love them games. That's just honesty right there. I'm gonna be honest. Thought
Wasn't
Guardians
it
of
a
the
game
Galaxy
with
was solid
Spider-Man
8.
1? Because I don't know,
I'm
what
gonna be
is
honest, it
Spider-Man
might be
1
0.5 better. To me, Spider-Man
Anyway,
1 was a 10.
this all
Spider-Man-
started because we're talking about Forza Horizon 6 and how it's doing
Hey, that's
really
what podcasting
well
is about, man.
comparatively
Knuckles.
to the previous game.
Obviously.
And I don't know why we had to get onto Xbox tax, because who the fuck cares about that? Forza
Well, that's just the
Horizon
natural.
6
That's the
is
natural
doing
flow
a
of podcasting.
fantastic,
You talk,
doing a
things lead to another.
fantastic job. At delivering on what we all wanted it to deliver on, which is more fucking Forza Horizon. It's selling really
I think
well.
it being in
We're
Japan
loving
was a
it.
big proponent
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. The
I think that was a
Gundam
big
is so
proponent.
fucking cool. Like, honestly. Yeah.
Because you got to think there's a lot of people that's more that might be out. I mean, I don't have no statistics. I don't know this for a fact. You know what I'm saying? I'm not diving into my AI lyric today, but I would think that there's a lot of people that's on that side on Eastern countries that might not really touch Forza that much. That probably would have just for the sake of it being in Japan. So I think that might have helped it a lot for the amount of people on that game, numbers on it.
Sir, you
at
have
the end of the day,
Xbox
it's
in your
still a good
name.
game.
You was a dick eater. Respectfully. I don't give a
Oh,
fuck
man.
what you think
Call
about
that
me.
out?
You're a shill.
Oh,
You have Xbox in your name and you get nothing from it. You're a dick eater. Fuck off. You don't like it, unsub, unfollow. Get out of here. You're not.
Even though
Nobody
it's
asked
bot
you
in
to come
your
here.
name, but I love it. I mean, in your Nintendo Pony bot.
I'm sorry, I don't get paid to shill. Not say what I want. You don't like it, fuck you. You don't gotta be here. Sorry, Panda. Continue.
Oh, it's okay. I'll put him in timeout, guys.
Hey, Knights did don't put him in time out yet. No, Knights, did you play Spider-Man 2?
I bet he ain't play or beat more games than me this year, so he's fucking relevant.
Did you
across
play
three platforms.
Spider-Man 2?
But
Say-
it's also hard
let's
because,
go
like,
to chat.
everyone has different lives, so you can't actually compare.
Well, that's why he should shut the fuck up. If you don't game as much as me, don't criticize my takes.
But they might not be able to game as much as you.
Well, he calling me a phony. What the fuck is a phony about me? A pony, whatever the fuck. Like,
yeah.
it don't matter. I'm a pony, but it's not an Xbox game. I didn't beat
I
you.
am.
Water off your back.
No, hold up.
You
Let me talk, because nobody's gonna tell me how the fuck I should respond to disrespect. That's disrespectful. It's not an Xbox game. I have not fucking played, beaten, bought, and reviewed. Honestly, no Xbox tax. You don't see me going out saying every Xbox game is bullshit. I've been criticized since I call Xbox games masterpieces. So watch who the fuck y'all try to put them labels on just because you don't agree. Now continue.
You
Fuck
are
that guy.
correct, though. You are correct. And Be More Gamer is right. No one does beat more games than you. I can't even do that. I wish I could.
Fuck out of here. I'm tired of the disrespect from people who's half as fucking passionate about me. You can disagree with my shit, but you're not gonna put no fucking labels on me because you disagree. You can disagree all fucking day, but like I said, I'm passionate. I'm the one who sit here and buy and beat these games. You know how much passion you gotta have to sit down and write and talk about the game instead of dick writing the game. How about you go show it off? How about you go give your thoughts to someone on YouTube about why you think it's a 10 out of 10? Because Nero does that. Y'all got me confused with these other frauds out here. I don't
if
go
you
for that.
haven't
I'm
checked
tired
out
of the
his most
disrespect.
recent review, please go check it out.
They don't. They'll come in here and be a bitch and disagree, but they won't show up to go like the Diablo review or go like the Forza review or any of the other reviews from Xbox that I highly praise these games that the next reviewers won't. Motherfuckers cry about Xbox tax all day, but where the fuck are y'all at when small YouTubers like me who rep Xbox hard review each and every one of the games? I don't see y'all in the comments. I don't see y'all supporting. I don't see y'all in the likes. Y'all don't know where to be found. Y'all just fucking sit around and want to cry and white knight for Xbox and be a fucking cut for a cut company, but don't want to support when somebody try to do something good. You're a clown. You're blocked. Adios. Blocked off the channel. Go elsewhere. Y'all go ahead. Y'all can continue.
All right, 1 second. Okay. I don't even know what we were doing. I was reading the chat. Okay. What are we doing? What were we talking about?
Well, I'm done talking about Forza. A huge success. I've been out there. Like I said, I don't know why I haven't seen Lyriic Panda yet. They've been busy. But I've been out there in Japan. I've been playing. Shout out to Reese. I've been out there with Reese. Shout out to Rizzy. I've been out there. Met a few cool people. It's a lot of dope things they added. Like I said, I got a deeper view on the channel. And I'm just happy for Playground Games. I wish they could have double dip this year with Fable and Forza. I think that would have been huge for them. But, you know, it is what it is. Pack window. We'll see Fable next year. Unlike most of the guys who write nothing for Xbox, I'll be there to play it, beat it, and review it. So, shout out to Playground Games. They deserve all the success.
They do.
And the only reason I brought up Xbox tax to begin with is because all I wanted to show is these numbers is good. I get that the game is going everywhere. I just want to show this is just proof that Xbox, it should be eye-opening to them. That you can make really critically acclaimed games that have success with only being in your ecosystem.
This one
that was the only
broke
point of me
through
bringing
the
any
glass
of that up.
ceiling. That's all I'll say. It's one of those games that get out there and just. I mean, to be fair, it's such a good game. Like, I would be surprised if someone turned around and said, this game's a piece of shit. Then you would get people going, I don't get why you hate this game so much. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. All right, I'm going to bring up Pokepia because I feel like you are going to get this eventually at some point, Nero. But they have surpassed the 1 million physical units sold in Japan. It sold 22,758 physical units last week. So just popped them over now. Over 1 million physical units sold. So that's doing really, really well. I think it's doing really, really well worldwide. And if you enjoy that type of game, then just jump in and play it. Pick yourself up a Switch too.
Yeah, I don't have much to say about this. I definitely plan on picking it up. I want to play it with my daughter and my girlfriend. I think they'll both probably really like it, and I think that'll be like a dope little good introduction game for them. I plan to pick it up. Shout out to GameStop once again because I didn't know you can buy digital games in GameStop and they'll put the code on the receipt. So once I finish something like Directive 8020 or any of the other games I got, I'll probably go trade it in and buy that digitally instead of physically because that's one of them games I feel like I always want to play, so I don't want to be switching cartridges a lot. So that's going to be one of the few games I break my physical rule for, and I get that digital.
Fair.
It's good to see you doing good, man.
I don't have anything to add here. Lyric, you have anything to add to this one?
And once again, real quick, hey, just I love to see good competition. Because for some reason, people only think console competition exists amongst Xbox versus PlayStation. But it's good to see Nintendo putting belt to ass over there in Japan. Once again, the console is selling like hotcakes. I think they sold 200,000 compared to only 9,000 PlayStations. So that's a huge gap right there. The physical games is selling really well. They games are selling. Like I said, good games sell, man. Unless you Soros, and then you struggle to crack a million on close to 100 million user base.
It's hard. I don't understand where the attachment rate is. They're all just playing, Fortnite and COD. And maybe Minecraft.
They ball and gun gamers.
I don't understand. Like, I was like, if you've got a good game, I mean, Saros is probably not mainstream enough for the majority of everyone to want to play it, so they'll have that side of it. But you've got such a big install base that I don't understand why the attachment rate is so abysmal.
They just don't show up the way they should. And like I said, that's why black people like that, because like a pony would never say this type of shit. Like they should be embarrassed for not showing up for Saros. They should be embarrassed for not showing up for Death Stranding 2 the way they did. I mean, it's just me calling it out.
Do you think Saros got enough attention given by Sony themselves? Though?
No.
Like, did they market it enough for the casual person to even see the game?
No, and I said that too. I'm on record for saying
you know
that.
What I want?
The
Do
marketing
you know what I would really love? Just to kind of just as a joke. It would be so funny if like Helldivers 2 had like a promotional video on the Xbox showcase. I would laugh. But I want to see more Helldivers 2, guys. That's what I want to see. PlayStation, give us some more Helldivers 2.
I think Helldivers 2 is in the great spot of being able to be one of the better crossover games. Because they're doing a lot of crossovering right now. They already did Halo. They didn't they just have a Warhammer one, if I'm not mistaken, right, Nero?
I feel like they did, yeah. Yeah.
Coming up, okay. Yeah, but yeah, this definitely is in a good position to be like that quintessential game that can kind of like bridge the gap between the two. And we the cat's out the bag at this point, and we already know that Halo is going to be on PlayStation, so you can use that to be the other side of the kind of the quintessential bridge the gap crossover game. You know what I'm saying? If they can make some deals with PlayStation to have some skins that are in in a maybe a future multiplayer Halo game that has incorporates some PlayStation things as well. Because I think we're getting close to that point where, of course, PlayStation can hold on a little bit longer, but we're getting to that point where some of these games are just gonna have to go around the board for everybody. You know what I'm saying? That Nintendo will be the last one to go, obviously, but I think we're getting to the point where a lot of these companies are trying to figure out how they're going to make more money because as years go by, we look at the numbers and say, oh well, they did very well and the numbers are bigger than last time, but their costs are higher as well.
I
So
just think
what
that's more
everybody.
so of a reflection of just mismanagement on them. I don't think Saros had a big budget, so I don't think it needed to do nothing crazy, similar to Returnal. So, and I think they should have had the expectation set with Returnal. It took Returnal a little minute to crack 1 million sold. So, just with that being a niche genre, that falls back on what was you expecting this to do. If you Sony, you shouldn't expect it to do certain things based
Yeah.
on just the history. So, you should temper your expectations. It's like us as consumers, we shouldn't get punished or in any type of way because you guys is over bloating budgets and you keep having these indie games come out with small budgets and review so well and be game of the year contenders. I
I also think PlayStation has like a sense of arrogance. That's like we have this player base. We don't really have to market this game because we have the player base to you know partake in the game anyway, and chooses to not put too much money into marketing certain games. And then that happens to a game like that. That's like I'm not going to act like I haven't played it, but I of course when it comes to definitely this panel, I trust the opinions on this panel as well as y'all in the chat. But so I believe the game is good. I played Returnal. Returnal's a good game, so I can only imagine what Saros would be. But I think sometimes PlayStation, like if it's not their big ones, they don't really market some of those games because they just feel like we'll the big games are going to sell how we want them to sell. These games will do what they're going to do because we have enough player base that even if we don't market it, we can get a 500,000, we can get a 700,000, we can get a 1 mil out of not doing it. But if they had marketed Saros properly, I don't see how they couldn't got a 2-3 mil out of that game. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I see how the same way they didn't get a 2-3 mil out of plenty of their other unique games.
Yeah.
PlayStation fans, just like certain fan bases, it's not just them. Certain fan
I know I've
bases
got.
just don't.
I know I've got this game up on screen, or this one up on screen. I'm going to talk about it before we move over to our next topic, anyway, because we're just. What are we looking at? Tomodachi Living Life Living the Dream was #1 best-selling game in Japan on the 5th week in a row. So it's 1.1 million units sold. Not my type of game. Great news for them. Congratulations to the devs and getting those many sales going through. Congratulations, but it's not my type of game.
Yeah, not mine either. Congrats to them. If I can ever see it on sale or something, I might check it out. I actually watched a couple like little off videos about it, and it kind of seems unique. The premise of it, what they got going on as far as the story with it. I didn't realize like it was a story. That's kind of why I'm intrigued by Procopia too. Like these type of cozy games, I don't really expect the story and campaign to like actually be flushed out and go along with it, but these two actually does. So from that perspective, I'm kind of intrigued.
Yeah. A little bit of news quickly. It's really just kind of putting it on those who was watching radar. Is Sony has filed for a trademark for break-in in the US and Europe, confirmed to be a video game title. So they've got a new game in the background. Who knows? It might be that they're renaming Fair Games. Who knows? Who knows? But it's just something to keep an eye out for when it does come out. Yeah. Is it they're renaming? Sorry, download the game. Okay, no. I don't have anything else to add to that. Anyone else want to say anything?
Yeah, no, I don't care. I don't really care for For Loop. I don't care about any of these multiplayer live service slot games Sony have. I
Yep.
think they all need to be canceled
Yep.
and put the funds into Helldivers and have them, because they've been stumbling along the way. If you're a part of the Helldivers community, you've been keeping up with that. They've been stumbling and pissing off the fans once again. And you need to put that money in the marathon, and it should be funding for Destiny 3 as well. Everything else seems like a waste of time for them. For Loop, I didn't play it, but I got a few homies who I trust. That shit is ass. That shit is going to be DOA 2 unless they listen and make some drastic changes. I don't really care for that either. I just don't care for the live service stuff.
I don't blame you on that. I don't care for it either. Take-Two Interactive had their earnings call for quarter 4 of 2026. So we all know that GTA 6 is still on track for November release. They are going to be doing, at the end of June, some sort of announcement to start their marketing campaign to lead them into the holiday season to get all the crazy sales that they're going to get. GTA 5 at nearly 230 million units sold. That is a lot. That's massive.
It's 3 generations though. Like what we
I know. Well, so is Minecraft when you think about how long Minecraft's been around.
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption 2, 85 million units sold, now the third best-selling game of all time. GTA 5 franchise now at 470 million units sold combined. So that's across every platform, across every game within the GTA franchise or GTA universe. Yeah. So they've got fucking moneymaker right there.
That's some
You
sick
can retire
numbers
on that one.
I
I'm going to say somehow
sick
fuck up
numbers.
GTA 6. No idea how they would do that, but yeah.
Yeah, that's some sick numbers. But it's Rockstar, so
Well, congratulations.
it's good old Rockstar.
They gotta make some money.
Still ain't got a bully. With all that said and done, we still ain't got a bully. Rockstar, where y'all at? Y'all sold all that GTA. Where the bully at?
All right, and now I know, yeah, that's true. That is true. I feel like we've talked about this so many times before, Lyric, about bully not existing, like not doing another bully.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We also have Infinity Ward confirms the next Call of Duty project is a Modern Warfare game. We're making a definitive Modern Warfare. So is this the one that's about to release this year, or is this later on that Infinity Ward is working on another Modern Warfare? I don't know. I don't know which team's working on what games. It's too confusing. I don't know enough about COD.
I'm sorry, y'all. This might be one of them old articles. That was one of the main topics, actually. I should have took this out of here. We're going to talk about the Modern Warfare 4 announcement. This was
Old before they had the
news.
announcement?
This was before the announcement.
All right, give me 1 second. I'll quickly reshare this one and I'll bring up the next one then. What do we got with this one? Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War 4 is releasing on September 17th. So if you are a Warhammer fan and you want to jump in and play some of this, go for it. I would. Oh, beautiful.
I'll definitely be checking this out. I recently reinstalled Warhammer. I think Warhammer 40K is awesome. They've been adding a lot of stuff, and they also added some free stuff that I like too, because there's a lot of cool skins, but it's kind of like a lot of stuff you got to pay for, which isn't too egregious. But I'm not really a fan of that. But they also been adding free stuff that you can get. So and, I'm one of the few people that actually enjoy the PvP aspect of this game. I enjoy sniping people. I enjoy, trying to get busy in there. So it's dope game.
Yeah. I don't blame you on that one. All right, what else we got? While I bring up the next lot of news. Oh, yeah. He came out and didn't he do a response later to add more details around this? But Bloomberg has confirmed Bungie plans significant layoffs after the end of Destiny 2. So they've been moving people from Destiny 2 over to Marathon because they're not intending to currently work on Destiny 3. So it's not an active production. Bungie doesn't plan to immediately enter into working on it. Marathon will be the focus moving forward. So they've been moving people from the Destiny 2 team over to Marathon, and those who don't make that transition would no doubt end up in a layoff. Bungie is investing more resources into Marathon in the hopes the player base will expand over time. I think it will at the moment. I think it's just there's so many things going on, and people love Bungie and the way that their shooting games are like. They just have some of the best shooting mechanics. Honestly, it's like I don't know. They're just made to build shooting games. Yeah. What are your thoughts on this Nero? I know how I feel about it.
I say fantastic. Now I'm gonna say fantastic in certain ways. Now, what's not fantastic is Sony incompetence as well as Bungie incompetence, because that's what it is. It's both of them. I do not understand how you do not green light Destiny 3 years ago, even though I understand you've been doing stuff for Halo 2 with expansions and stuff like that. You've been working on Marathon in the background. But to me, it's just incompetence, the way you feel like, at least not to have a full-on vision for Destiny 3 and to get that going is crazy. And then for Sony to pretty much acquire them and partner with them, how do you not immediately have them, or like how do you nudge them? You got to nudge them immediately into making a Destiny 3. What's good, Umber? You got to nudge them immediately into making a Destiny 3. So I don't understand how neither one of them figured to do that. And as far as Destiny 2 and the support, good. Marathon to me is a masterpiece, man. Like I said, I just beat the compiler, got the platinum for it. I'm excited as fuck for season 2. To me, it's the first extraction shooter I really clicked with and loved. I fucked with Arc Raiders when it dropped, but they dialed back the PvP aspect of the game. That's where Marathon came in. I'm a shooter at my core, so I love it. And Bungie absolutely cooked with the gameplay they have for as long as I play their games, whether it's Halo. Reach remains one of my favorites. I never could get into Destiny 2. I tried, but it's too convoluted and not welcoming to newcomers.
I agree, Nero.
Everybody who's hooked on Destiny, they love it. So I think Destiny 3 should have been in the works, and it should have been able to be co-developed at least behind the scenes while Marathon is being getting supported. Now, as far as cutting off support for Destiny 2, good fucking riddance. And I put a tweet out about this, and people might disagree, but all I've seen online from Destiny players in the community, and this is just me looking at from the outside looking in, so I know people might get upset, but all I've seen you guys do is bitch and fucking complain about every update, every expansion. You guys was ungrateful. You've gotten more DLC than most live services games ever will get in a lifetime. And all you guys did was bitch and complain the entire way. Now, shout out to the people that was there to support and play, and I get it, you got to have that feedback and shit, but you guys are the biggest spoiled crybabies ever. And then you guys, before they even announced they were stopping the support for Destiny 2, you guys straight up tried to boycott Marathon without even giving it a fair shot. It reviewed well, not only from reviewers, but on the user reviews as well. Whether it's Steam, whether it's PlayStation or Xbox, people like the game. If you don't, then that's fine. They've had free times where you can try it for free. If it's not for you, cool. But it's a fucking $40 game with an insane amount of lore. The boss fight that I did today was on some Destiny style shit. So I'm like, you guys got a fire game right here that you guys refuse to support. It's like, if you care about Destiny so much, you need to support the studio so you can continue to get shit. I care about Elder Scrolls, so you know what I do? I support Bethesda. I fuck with Bethesda. Flaws and all. So if you care about a studio, support their work. You can't pick and choose. You can't not support Marathon and watch that be a potential flop, even though it's a good fucking game at its core. Like, hey, every game can't, like, even if you wanted a Destiny 3, how long do you think, like, these guys are going to fucking work on Destiny 2? You have to move on. So I think it was about time to move on. I'm just disappointed that Destiny 3 isn't in the works. This news should be different. It should be, hey, we're in the support on Destiny 2, but Destiny 3 is in full development as we work and continue to check out Marathon in the meanwhile. That's the way to go about it. This way right here is just incompetence.
For me, I'm disappointed that they're not working on Destiny 3 yet, or at least it's talked about. Because I was a big Destiny fan. I played Destiny 1, day 1, loved it to death. And when Destiny 2 came out, I was like, yeah, I'm such a big Destiny fan, I'm going to go play Destiny 2. And Destiny 2 disappointed me wholeheartedly. When I eventually came back to it after they made some massive changes, I agree, it's super convoluted for new people to come in and play. Like, unless you've been playing Destiny or playing with someone who knows what they're doing, it is such a hard game to get into as a brand new gamer. And that's the biggest issue, there was a massive barrier to entry for new gamers. And so if they were going to work on Destiny 3, they needed to find a way into marrying the experience of Destiny 1 and Destiny 2. Also, Destiny 2 was sunsetting content. So if you wanted to enjoy the full experience of the game and the story from everything that they launched, because they agree with you there, Nero, as well. They release so much fucking content, insane amount of content, for Destiny 2. But like, it's just, I would like a Destiny 3 because I would like them to take their learnings from both of those games and deliver what I would consider to be the penultimate version of Destiny, which would be the version that we all want from both fan bases of both games. Marathon, I do need to go and play that at some point because I know how much you love it, Nero, and if you're saying you love it, I trust in your opinion around that game. Yeah.
I haven't felt the urge of accomplishment in a multiplayer game in a very long time, the way I feel about Marathon. Like, beating that boss today was huge. The whole process of getting there, it's just so much lore and story there. The codex, like, you know, it's voice logs. I've been looking at lore videos for Marathon. Like, I'm immersed. So I understand Destiny fans. All I'm saying to them is, like, yo, you gotta be more open to try other things. Like,
Yes,
you
yeah,
know,
I think
y'all are
them
being spoiled.
review bombing Marathon or trashing Marathon when they, just because it's not Destiny or it's not Halo or whatever the fuck it is, that just kind of, it's really petty and just proves to most people that you're not really a gamer, you're just a fanboy.
And maybe Bungie's just tired of Destiny. Maybe Bungie don't want to be confided to the shacks of Destiny as an IP.
Yeah.
Maybe they want to take a
They
break. And
wanna
I don't think anything is wrong with that.
Break from that, like they wanted to break away from Halo at some point, and so they brought out Destiny, and now they need to break away into Marathon. Yeah. Lyric, do you have anything to add before we take us over to the next one?
Absolutely not. I have no stake. I have no real stake in Destiny because I didn't really get into the Destiny train. I haven't played Marathon outside of the beta part, but Nero says this is a great game. I think about hopping on it when there's a sale or whatnot. So I defer to his judgment because, you know, he's both of your judgment because y'all the resident Bungie fans.
I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. Okay. Capcom announced that they had confirmed that they'd shipped 59 million units for game units globally for fiscal 2025. That's an insane amount, and we know that Capcom is like doing insane things with the games that they're releasing. They've got so many titles. They're such a good developer and I guess publisher in that sense as well. Yeah, I fucking love Capcom. Anything you want to add, Nero, to that?
Nah, nothing but well deserved, man. It's well deserved, and they're gonna move a lot of units this year too, man. Pragmata was great. Resident Evil Requiem is great. We still got Onimusha is coming. And, you know, they got the Mega Man game there now. So
I just want them to go back and give some fucking love to Dragon's Dogma 2.
I think that ship is
Capcom, that is the only thing I feel like you've got an oversight on is Dragon's Dogma 2. Come on.
Sadly, that ship is. But no, it hasn't actually, because I think about an episode or two ago, they Capcom highlighted what IPs they want to expand, and Dragon's Dogma was one of them. So with that being said, hopefully they do come back. I think they just got so much stuff lined up that maybe it's just a situation where they got to get all these games out. Look how much stuff they got flowing out. So maybe they'll circle back to it, or maybe they'll just move on and have a whole Dragon's Dogma 3.
Maybe they'll have a Dragon's Dogma 3. I think the only thing that really they need to get for Dragon's Dogma 3, if they ever make it, is get the storyline like down pat. Like Dragon's Dogma 2 had a decent-ish storyline. The gameplay and everything was fan-fucking-tastic. Dragon's Dogma 1 had a better storyline. It just needed to look like Dragon's Dogma 2 and play like Dragon's Dogma 2 a little bit more. But yeah, both are so fucking good. Yeah, sorry. Dragon's Dogma fan.
Yeah, we all are, man. Great games. Great games.
All right. Okay. Then we've got, what is it? Jason Schreier had some news. I'm just... Jason Schreier from Bloomberg, PlayStation Studio Business, CEO Herman Holst told staff in a town hall on Monday morning that the company's narrative-style single-player games will now be PlayStation exclusive, confirming Bloomberg's reporting from earlier this year. So what they're saying is, if you're playing a story-driven, single-player game, you are going to be playing that on PlayStation. You want to play a online game, service game, you are going to be playing that on PlayStation or PC. That's my understanding. Is that your understanding, Lyric and Nero, I hope?
Yeah, I'll be quick because I don't have much to say, but good job. Good. Make me feel proud about having this $700 Pro, or now $900, but for what I paid for it. Make me feel good about having this $500 PS5 or $700 PS5 Pro. Make me feel good. Good. It's good. Make me feel justified in my purchase. Consoles is more expensive than ever. That's another thing people forget about. It is so expensive to go get a console nowadays. If somebody have to go spend $1,000 on a PS5 Pro, they should spend that knowing that their place is going to be by far the best place you can play Ghost of Yote or Wolverine. That goes hand in hand.
Lurk, you want to add anything?
No, that is. I mean,
Are you feeling all good?
yeah, I'm alright.
No, I'm checking on you.
Thank you. Though. No, I mean that's. I feel like this is pretty much what you expected. To for them to double down on the single players, so that's always a good thing. That's what I. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go.
Oh no, that's all I was saying.
Okay.
That's kind of what it expected.
So I guess for me, their acquisition of Nexus, which is the studio that they were using to do their PC ports, will only be utilized for helping port for multiplayer or live service games.
Yeah,
Right? I hope they don't lose Nexus as a result of this change in there.
If they do, that's just more incompetence from Sony, and another reason why home and host need to go. I can't fully trust PlayStation right now as much as I love them until home and host get out of there. I think him and Jim Ryan go hand in hand the same way I can't trust Xbox until Matt Booty get out of there.
Yeah, I had a feeling
certain people are the problems that need
get
to go.
that booty out of here.
Get rid of one. You need to get rid of it all. It's like a zombie bite, right? You get a zombie bite, you gotta get rid of the whole arm. You can't just cut around the bite. Like, yo, I cut around the bite, man. Yo, Umber, yo, I got bit on my leg, man, but I cut my calf off, man. The leg is good. No, bro, you're done, man. You got to get rid of the whole limb. So that includes everybody. Jim Ryan got kicked out. I think home and host should go too. Anybody that was a part of this dumbass live service push and just some of these just money hungry things. But hopefully they need to get on it.
Yeah.
They need to, like I said, Nintendo got something cool coming out every month for the summer for me personally. Xbox, in my opinion, had it in the bag. The big four. That's all they had to do was keep Fable. So I'm a little disappointed with Xbox for Fable moving, but still right now they got it intriguing. They got 3 bangers that I'm looking forward to. Right now with Sony, like I said, I had Saros, which I really enjoyed, and now I got Wolverine to look forward to. But that's it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Man. And PC people had the chance. They had the chance to speak what they spoke. The numbers resulted in. It's not worth it. Not worth the effort. It's not worth burning your identity.
No, you're right. You're right. 100%.
Losing trust.
I think that this is exactly what PlayStation hopefully needs in order to kind of get the attachment rate going again. But it's still concerning that many people owning a console and not buying those really massive exclusives that PlayStation is known for and such. Get on it, guys. If you want it, get on it. Sorry. I had that music playing in my head and I was like, it's not probably the right music for it, but lol. Yeah. Who knows? I mean, if they're protecting their business, right, at the end of the day, and that's what they're doing. Dragon Quest 11? I can count, guys, in Roman numerals, apparently. Echoes of Elusive Age Definitive Edition is coming to Switch 2 on September 24th. I can't even read. It's going to be $39.99 US dollars. I assume that's US dollars. New story chapters where the party members take center stage, Japanese voices and additional English voices, the ability to switch between 3D and 2D mode, and orchestral score, all new optimization modes allowing you to prioritize graphics or performance. Yeah. I think I'm excited for this one. I feel like we've been waiting for this one to come out. If you're a Dragon Quest fan, you're in for a good treat. Fingers crossed you will like it.
I played my first Dragon Quest game this year with Dragon Quest 7 Reimagining, and I thought that was absolutely fantastic. Put like almost 60 hours into it. And I kind of low-key been itching to go back and start a new playthrough just to see the different combat routes. Like, for me, turn-based can be hit or miss, but that's one of the ones that for me was a hit, and I really enjoyed it. So any Dragon Quest going forward, I'd definitely be intrigued to check out, and I'll be there. I've never played this one as well, so.
Yeah. All right.
Dragon Quest.
Just be a weirdo. Okay. After that, we've got, what have we got? The Metacritic scores you wanted to announce for some of the latest games, right?
Yeah, man. Shout out to the latest indie banger, and now the highest rated game of the year, which is crazy because if you think about it, for the gamers of everywhere that play a little bit of everything, it's been crazy. You know, you got Resident Evil come out and throw a fight, throw a punch, boom. Then you got Procopia come out and throw a punch, boom. Then you got Forza come out and throw a punch, and they by punch I mean all bangers. 80, 87 and up, 88 and up, 90 Metacritic, 89. It's funny because each of these games that come out is the highest rated Metacritic of the year until the next one comes. And it's been like that this whole year, and I feel like it's only going to continue to be like that. It's only going to continue to get better. Mina the Hollerer is just getting rave reviews. One of the homies I trust, Gritty, is playing it right now. He's loving it. So I'm probably going to check it out on my Switch too. It's only $19. That's sitting at a 93 Metacritic. Has dethroned Forza, man, which is crazy. Forza, everybody has had their turn this year, man. Every good game has had its turn as the top-rated game, man. And that's just a reflection of how good gaming has been. Lunar Abyss, man, a dope little indie game. It's like Eternal Bulletstorm style gameplay in first person. It's in Xbox Game Pass. That's where I've been playing it, checking it out at.
I've got it installed to play at some point, yeah.
I think you would like it. And the voice acting so far is dope. I'm kind of intrigued by the story. It kind of reminds me of Marathon because, you know, Marathon, you're in the shell. You know what I'm saying? And just, man, it's just so, Marathon's so deep, man. You get in there, I'm telling you, you won't get out. But it's kind of the same thing. So I was like, well, I'll be damned. This kind of got a similar premise to Marathon, getting inside of itself, AI, and controlling it and going in places where the humans can't go. But that's sitting at an 80 Metacritic, 79 OpenCritic. Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, man. Hey, banger. I'm enjoying it, man. For it to be a Lego game, it's really high quality so far. I got to get back to it probably sometime tonight, actually. That's sitting at an 84 Metacritic. And Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, man, is sitting at an 81 Metacritic as well. Nintendo's first official UE5 game from themselves. It is beautiful, man. It is a gorgeous game. I don't understand what people be wanting. This is another one of them games I've seen people crying about.
Talking about
you can't die and shit like that, but I'm like, the people not understand it's different genres of games. Like, yes, it's a platforming game, but it's a puzzle game as well.
Yeah, talking about UE5,
like
right?
Go ahead, Pandas.
Because I know we missed it the other day. BTA Gaming, what's up? We had like the announcement with the next Rocket League, and then they did a quick UE6 teaser, and I know you will take around it. I feel like. Did we talk about that? No, we haven't talked about it, have we?
I don't think so. I think we talked about it in the DMs privately.
Yeah, I think that's all we did, eh? Yeah. That's right. Anyway, we can... But, I mean, I'm excited to know what they're going to do for UE6, but, like, I agree with you wholeheartedly, Nero, around, like, it was... You're waiting 6 years after the release of it before we start actually getting proper optimized UE5 games.
Yeah, I think instead of UE6, I would just like for it to just continue to be iterations of UE5 improvements, even if it come down to a point like UE 5.8, whatever, to the public, however they got to identify it. But I would prefer that because that's what they've been doing. Because when UE5 is used right, it shines so fucking well. I've seen first-person shooters shine in it. Shout out to the Finals. Reese, I know you're going to feel me on that one. The Finals is a great UE5 shooter. I've seen it in all types of games. You know, Yoshi now with his hand drawn, and the indies have been killing it. It is so many dope indie games that have used UE5. Well, we got Hellblade, we got Saros from PlayStation. You know, a PlayStation studio uses
RoboCop.
UE5. That is beautiful. RoboCop. It is a lot of good examples out there, but we also spent the first half of this generation getting hit with a lot of bullshit, bad performance, and even now to this day, UE5 is very taxing. You know what I'm saying? So I would like for them to continue to optimize instead of just running to the next iteration, because it leaves a kind of sour taste in my mouth and kind of makes me want studios to go back to using their own proprietary engines, even though I know that's more taxing and expensive. But we've had games that didn't use UE5 that are just as impressive in my humble opinion. So, you know.
We have, indeed.
Even James Bond 007 Last Light, man, that is a banger so far. And that game is fucking beautiful, man.
Luke, and what's your take on just the very quick announcement of UE6? We haven't really heard anything because they just showed off what Rocket League, the next Rocket League title, apparently running on UE6. But what are your thoughts on it?
Pretty much the same, man. I mean, this is fairly epic type shit. They'll come out with the next one when we're still dealing with the last one. I hope that devs and studios don't jump on 6. I hope they keep using 5 and keep on, because there's gonna be many updates of 5 even when 6 is out and being updated itself. So I hope they just stick with 5. I mean, learn 6 from afar, but don't try to implement it as quickly, because we saw early with 5 that doesn't end well for most studios.
Which I kind of appreciate the fact that, and I know it's not a great appreciation, but I kind of appreciate the fact that the Coalition has not launched a game until like nowish, because of the fact that they're getting the like best iterative version of UE5, and they're one of the most competent developers at using the UE engine. So they're launching at a pretty good time. Yeah. Interesting. UE6 though. I don't think we're ready for UE6. I agree.
I think I like to see smaller studios continue to check it out. You know, little indie studios. Like I said, from the beginning of the gen, the smallest and indie games have used UE5 really good.
What you find is UE6 is just AI.
I think
You type a prompt in and it creates a game for you.
I agree. The smaller studios, I think they tend to benefit from moving on.
Perner, hey, I'll take it straight to UE6.
Yeah, I think they benefit from moving on, because their games are more like centralized, and like they're not trying to do these crazy scopes and stuff like that. They know what they want to make, and they make that. Whereas these bigger studios, they want to make so much, they want to do so much, and they're trying to utilize a system that they don't understand completely yet, or even the system itself hasn't been fleshed out to the point where it's easily used. Of course, Epic can do what they do with their own, with Unreal. Of course, Rocket League is going to run perfectly with Unreal 6. And Fortnite is going to move to Unreal 6 and have a perfect update. Of course it is. But for everyone else, I think, especially on the bigger, like Nero said, with these bigger studios using their own proprietary engine is always a better thing, in my opinion. And for the ones that have been using Unreal 5 and have been doing pretty well with it, just stick with that and keep on pushing that, at least until you get an understanding of 6, if you want to move on to 6. But yeah, I think that the smaller and the indie studios, I think they benefit from moving on to 6, because their games are more controlled, and they're not trying to do everything. They're just trying to do what they do very well.
Yeah, I agree with you there. It's a good call out.
So yeah, fuck Unreal 6. That's what that comes down to. At the end of the day.
All right, I'm gonna share this.
And I'm gonna continue to fuck Sony too. That's the continuation for me. Fuck Sony too. a new PS Plus price went live for all tiers, and it's funny because, like I said, this
It's
is why
not
I say
fucking funny. It's really not
this
funny.
this is why it's middle fingers to everyone who be on some hating shit, because people hate to hear the truth. People be so loyal to these companies, they hate to hear the truth. You can call me an Xbox, you can call me a Nintendo, you can call me a pony, but when everybody do fucked up shit, I'm always documented, yo. Like I'm always documented on calling it out, because what Sony did was announce the price increase for Essentials first. So it went from $10.99, it went from $9.99 to $10.99, and I immediately called that out. I said Game Pass going down in price while PS Plus going up. Everybody was on my dick hating. Oh, well, look, it's only went up $1. You can't afford $1. You can't afford $1. Like, I'm like, when guys go up $1, don't we complain about that? Like, what are we talking about here? This is a monthly expense. I don't want to see anything going up, whether it's Netflix. We're already getting fucked everywhere. You shouldn't be happy to pay more of anything anywhere. So anyway, after a couple of days later, they announced its price hikes for everywhere else as well. So extra is going from $14.99 to $16.99. Premium is going from $17.99 to $19.99. Just greediness. Just greediness, in my humble opinion. Everybody is making just record profit. It's greedy when everybody do it. Even Microsoft with the $30 a month, that's greedy. Even Game Pass Ultimate now should have went back to $19.99. But you got to take the W's as you can get it, because as you see, everywhere else is going up. So when something go down, you got to tip your hat to it. But this is, like I said, this is greediness. Now, this only affects the new customers, but it also affects the lapsing customers. So if I was to take a break now or change my plan, I would be affected by the new prices. And it's just another example of, honestly, I don't need these subscriptions, and most gamers shouldn't. If you actually buy games and own games, I don't know why nobody should feel like we're forced by any of these. Like, it's cool, but I have no problem dropping down to the $10.99 Essentials if that's what I got to drop down to. Game Pass Ultimate, I have no problem cutting that off. And if it's a multiplayer game I need to play on the bros, most of this shit is crossplay, or I just get the lowest Xbox core. I'm not forced. Nobody's forced to have these subscriptions. I just feel like it's greed. It's kind of like just greed. You could blame hardware increases and stuff like the RAM, the shipping, the tariffs, all this.
Now, can I ask? Are you already paying for your internet?
What you mean?
You paid for your internet separately?
Yeah. Yep.
So what frustrates me, and this is all three of them, and Xbox started this, is the fact that we already pay for our internet, and now you charge us a fee to access our internet on a device we already pay for. Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, that annoys me. The PC's got it right. They pay for their internet, and then they ain't paying to access multiplayer because it's included because they've already bought their internet. That's where I think consoles need to change massively, so that you don't have to subscribe in order to get access to the internet that you already pay for to play games with your friends on a game you already fucking paid for on a device you already paid for.
Exactly. It's like buying insurance for your car, car insurance, and then going to get a car, and they say, well, to get this car, you also have to buy insurance for the specific car. Mm-hmm. And it's like, no, I got car insurance in general. So why would I need insurance specifically for you? Mm-hmm. And that's what paying for internet while paying for internet. It's always been a silly thing.
Which makes this even worse is like the price to access your online, like your base online, shouldn't be going up. Because unless you can prove that you have some ironclad way of making sure that you never get fucking hacked again, like you shouldn't be putting up your base level price to give access to online multiplayer. Yes, I know there are some games that are free to play that are like, yeah, we'll give you free access. But the other games that aren't free to play, what the fuck?
But that makes it even worse, because the free-to-play games, you don't have to pay to play them. Mm-hmm. But the ones I have to pay for, I also got to pay.
Yep. Well, so that's what we said. It's for the payers, right? For the payers. Yeah. There's a lot of consoles, like, I feel like console gamers being treated like second-class citizens when it comes to that stuff, where I'm like, if you want us to be on the even playing field with everyone else, treat us like PC gamers when it comes to how we access our internet.
As with me having PS Plus, another thing I want to call it too, Every time these dumb motherfuckers go up on the price, they drop the ass lineup of games to go with it. Like, you don't go up on the price and then have some cool shit like I don't know, Lego Batman. I don't know, just like some really cool shit or a third party indie game or anything. These motherfuckers put for the monthly games Grounded 1. So Xbox leftovers. Everybody over here is on Grounded 2. You're getting the leftovers. Then there's some other bullshit. So it's like you didn't even put no cool nothing in there to justify the price increase, and you haven't been doing that. So me, I'm like, especially once GTA drop, I have no problem with dropping any of these subscriptions. I have with my backlog right now, and most gamers should feel this way. Across the generations that I've been with Xbox and PlayStation, plus the new games from Nintendo, I could cancel all these subscriptions and I'll be all right. Luckily for PlayStation, they just lucky right now. I got Marathon that I got to pay for. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, and I just dropped that down to the $10. And even then, I still get 3 monthly games, even with the lowest $10 subscription that I get to keep as long as my subscription is active. So it's some type of incentive. Like sometimes it's cool games they give with that. I've gotten a lot of cool games from there that I didn't have to rebuy on over here that I played and enjoyed on Xbox. So I was able to buy replay a lot of games. But I was just not a fan of this price increase, man. And that's why I'm happy that Xbox, this is why competition is important. That's why Xbox need their shit to go down. You know what I'm saying? Because even if Xbox dropped down, if they went back to $19.99, that put pressure on PlayStation to, you guys can't go up at all. You don't have that same value as Game Pass Ultimate. But since Ultimate is about $3-4 more, you know, they can try to sneak up like this and rub their hands and shit like that. But I think gamers just got to speak with their wallets more than anything.
I agree.
Most of you guys is ball and gun gamers. But if you're a free to play ball and gun gamer, you know you good, man. Get rid of these subscriptions if you're not playing, man. Send a message for your wallet, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's unfortunate, man. Just greed. I think this is greed.
I agree. We bitched and moaned about everyone else putting their prices up, and then they're doing it right after Xbox lowered their prices. All right. And then people were blaming Xbox for the price increase on PlayStation. I was like, no, it's PlayStation's fault for the price increase on PlayStation. You can't blame another company for that one. All right. Very quickly, I don't know if that's going to play on my end, but we can see. Yeah, it's not. Why? Why? You were playing before. I had you playing in the background. So, because it's 2160p. Why are we trying to play 2160p? See if it fixes itself. Alright. What's up, Yobi? No, still being a pain. Okay, that's alright. You want to talk to the announcement for the new Call of Duty, and then we're going to head out, because we're doing a really long show today, and thank you for whoever's been sticking around for this long. Appreciate y'all. But yeah.
And if you came late, definitely run it back, man. Had a good little rant to start the show about my disappointment and the delays and shit like that. We all had some good takes, so run that back. I thought this looked at. You guys know I'm not the Call of Duty guy. You know what I'm saying? I played them thanks to Game Pass recently. I played Black Ops 7 and Black Ops 6 because I didn't have to pay full price. So that was you know, pretty clutch to me. But this trailer to me kind of called out to me. This is the first time I looked at a Call of Duty trailer in a very long time, and I said, this actually looks pretty damn good. This looked like something I would actually check out and maybe even purchase day one if it gives good content. For me, I've always been one of the Call of Duty guys that enjoyed the campaign, like growing up, especially on times where my mom might not have been able to pay for live or something like that, unless I was on PlayStation playing. But I don't know, the handful of Call of Duty is just to me been mid. I did kind of like think, of course, the Call of Duty that's not in Game Pass seems to be the best looking one. But I mean, it is what it is. I would actually not mind checking this out, especially if it do go on sale, because I was able to get Black Ops.
Do you know why it looks better, Nero? Because you know every game in Game Pass is Game Pass fodder, and now it's out of Game Pass. It's a good game.
Hey, they might be. The world might be onto something. Because if we just use a Call of Duty by that logic, hey, they right. If we just using this one-off example, and speaking of cars, all the older ones
funny.
need to
I
come
knew
in.
you would like it. That comment.
But yeah, man, I think this looked good. I might actually be out there. It looks cool.
Yeah.
I like the little details about the campaign I heard. That's one reason I didn't really like 7. I just like a campaign. You know, I feel like, you know, that always went hand in hand with COD. Now, are we always getting the best campaigns? Hell no. Sometimes they're a waste, but to me it's always something that adds a little more value.
Move us back to our 3. I also want to quickly add, once we move back in a moment, is if you aren't aware of this, and hopefully you are aware of this, but if you're not aware of this, Xbox does have a sale on at the moment. So if you do want to head over to their store, if you do want to buy anything cheaply, they do have a sale on their games, up to 60% off on some of them. So yeah, which isn't bad. Any sales anywhere else?
I'm gonna go ahead and throw out Marathon was like $30.
Yes, it was on special. There was a sale.
Yeah. I recommend that for season 2. Anybody want to get into it? If you're gonna actually dedicate some time to the lore, to the universe, I think you'll be very shocked of how fun it is. It's a new character coming soon as well, nighttime map. If the Diablo Lord of Hatred expansion is on sale, me and Panda, we definitely recommend that. Yeah, if you see some good games on sale, definitely build to that backlog, guys.
Can we play? If we can play together, you could play on your Nintendo and I could play on my Xbox. And then we just need to link up on Discord.
Let them know. Let them know Marathon on sale, Nero.
He did.
Yeah,
he did.
I just
Oh,
did.
you did? Okay.
Lyric, you're fading. You're fading.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here, Lyric. I know you went well. Yeah, so I appreciate you being here. And Nero, I love you to bits.
Shout out to the chat, man. Everybody that came through. Thank you, Panda. Shout out to you and Lyric as well. Shout out to my boy General Spartan, man. Yobi coming through, man. Umber, always appreciate you guys coming through, man. BTA. Everybody that showed their face tonight, man. Reese trolling.
I'm the only one who showed my face tonight. Thank you very much.
Yeah, the chat, you put a lot of faces on the screen. My avatar is up there.
I'm teasing.
Look at Lyric face. Lyric holding the switch right now.
Yeah.
It's so poetic. and shout out to the asshole that came in here as well, man. Welcome to the block list, man. We love our supporters. They always outshine the haters.
We appreciate you for the content. You know what I'm saying? When you come in here and troll, you add it. Thank you for the content, sir.
All right, we are going to head out. It has been a fantastic show. We've been going for almost 3 hours. I mean, we did miss last week, so I feel like we're playing catch up in that respect. But we will be back. We will be back after, what is it? Next week. Is it next week is the showcase?
Yep, next Sunday is Xbox, next Tuesday is PlayStation, and we're waiting to see a Nintendo Direct announcement.
So we're going to do one more show before the showcase.
Yeah, we'll be able to talk about the state of play. We can do a state of play action next Saturday, and then the following week we'll be able to talk about the Xbox.
Shout out.
I think Summer Game Fest is soon too. Oh, yeah, Far Key for sure.
He just showed up. He said I'll watch the replay tomorrow. All good.
Oh man,
good
it's comedy, man. we definitely had a good entertaining show,
man. But yeah, well, it's getting into the season where we get to talk about video games upon video games upon video games, non-stop about our excitement for these games that are going to release. Thank you, Razor. Yeah, we will see you next week. We will be here the week after. I feel like in July, one of the weekends in July, I won't be here because it'll be my birthday weekend. Yeah. But we will be here to just...
Definitely be here to discuss all these showcases.
Yeah, 100%. Because I want to see Clockwork Revolutions. That's what I want to fucking see.
Panda, when is your birthday again?
14th of July.
Okay, that might be a good episode to not be here anyway, because I think me and my lady have a trip to DC around that time. It was in June, but we pushed it back to July. So definitely enjoy your birthday weekend.
I will.
And hopefully
I have
Halo will
6
be
days
here.
off.
Nice.
I'll have 6 days off. Nice. It'll be great. All right, we are going to head out. Everyone, stay safe, happy gaming, and yeah, thank you for being here. Bye for now. See you next week.
Bye, guys.